still coming in. Y'all heavy. Listen, we're not about to be here for 5, 6 hours. We just not doing that today, y'all. We are not doing that today. But this was to be expected because I know for sure, not showing up last week, it was like messages all over the place. But y'all, I can't see everything, but I promise y'all we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes of everything today, okay? We're gonna get to the meat and potatoes. All right, y'all. So let's get straight into it. Let me check the chat first. Let me check this chat first. Let me see what you guys are saying. My first Zoom. Y'all, anytime we have new members, let's just welcome our new players in. Welcome them. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the recording. Appreciate that because I forgot. Let's go this way.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to all the newbies. Yes, I love it. Y'all, let's just take a moment. Let's welcome in all our newbies first before we jump into the meat and potatoes of everything that's happening. Let's welcome in all of our newbies. You know, we love us some good newbies, okay? Y'all, take a moment in the chat and welcome in all of our new members. Make them feel at home. Make them feel at home. All right, y'all, perfect. Let's get ready to rock and roll. I think what I did not do is when I initially set up this Zoom to put everybody on mute because people are coming in off of mute, but I got you. I will jump ship. All right, so let's get into it. Sharon, let's kick things off with you. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What is your question? Y'all, do me a favor. So as we're getting ready to do this Q&A, because I know y'all got lots of questions, get straight to y'all questions for me, okay? Y'all know I love to answer y'all questions. Don't tell me all the extra rigmarole unless I ask you. Let's get to these questions. Let's get to the money. Let's take things to the next level, all right? If there's something that's going to need with an explanation, we'll definitely jump into that in a little bit more details. But let's get straight to the money, okay? 7-figure framework for a reason. Goal is to teach you guys how to generate income, 7 figures off of multiple streams of income. From Airbnb, corporate leasing, we're doing facilities, we're doing Airbnbs, we're doing veterans, housing for veterans as well too. We're doing digital products, we're doing vehicles. There's nothing that's off limit, right? I told you guys before, sometimes it just may be that your situation may be a little bit more intense. So we may need to deal with you on a different level, right? And that might be where you guys possibly may need a consultation. But the whole point of the 7-figure framework is to teach you guys how to make 7 figures off of multiple different streams of income. All right. So Sharon, let's go.
Yeah. So, hi, Patrice.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. I've been needing to ask you. This is going to be a little bit extended. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I've been trying to ask you this question for a minute now.
Okay.
But I'm like confused. I'm in school right now. I'm trying to figure out like in budget and everything, but I'm trying to figure out which one would be the best for me to either go into your 8 weeks mentorship program or like kind of schedule 2 to 3 consultations with you a month. The last time we spoke, you told me to like change my business name. I went ahead and did that. I had to wait a whole month because it was in Wyoming. Ooh. So annoying. Yeah. But I have the LLC and everything, but I really need your help. Obviously, that's why I'm here.
Okay.
And you to go.
Thank you.
But you know, I'm trying to do everything from the biggest thing I'm trying to do right now is really get that business credit, then go on to getting those business vehicles. But I'm trying to figure out where to come in, where that you can help me with.
Yeah, for sure. So where do you feel that you're stuck at?
Like I'm just like, and I have all your books too, by the way. I don't know what's the next step to go. I think right now, I think the best thing would be like kind of getting those e-credibles and business credit lines. But like, I don't know, like after that, what exactly, and I'm scared to like do something and mess something up.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest issue right now.
Yeah. And I love that, right? The honesty, because that's one thing I tell you guys, like sometimes like just take the extra steps so you don't mess up. Because you mess up and then you got to make all these changes, right? So I heard you say that. Did you say you're in school?
Yes.
Yeah, so the 8-week mentorship is designed around you, so it could be on the weekends. I think we only have like 2 more spots left for that because I only take a certain amount of clients every month. But that's designed around you. So if you really don't know at all what to do, where to even start to not make those mistakes, what you can do, I probably will recommend the 8-week mentorship for you because I'll also show you how to generate income while you're in school. If you are working a 9-to-5 job as well, how to generate income for the business while we're building out the business. So yes, I'll probably recommend that for you, especially for somebody like you who don't know anything. Like if you knew like a couple of things and you just needed a little bit more guidance, but it seems like we need to start from basically we're going to start with the end goal in mind. So if the end goal is vehicles and funding, we're going to start building that out from the very top, and then we're going to work backwards because we got to start with the end goal in mind. So for you, I highly recommend the 8-week mentorship, 100%.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Was that your only question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, perfect. Stick around. We're going to be here for a little bit, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Miss Dennis. I like to just call her doctor. She know who I be talking about.
Hey, Patrice, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Question. So in one of the businesses that I set up, I was able to generate the 80 Paydex score. Been
Ooh.
applying to different dealerships.
Okay.
And what I want to get clarification on is, I
Sure.
remember you said try to stick to vehicles that are under 70K.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I've been doing, but I've been getting a lot of denials, and I know it's a process of just applying. I'm wondering, do you think it would make more sense to go with a lower price vehicle initially? Or do you think that it is possible to secure because I was going after Corvettes. So is this something that I can actually still pursue, or should I go with something a little bit more less expensive, similar to how I did the first time?
Yeah, so that's a great question, right? So remember, when it comes to getting vehicles under your business, it's about the profile. So if the profile is not there, meaning that business name is not high risk, business NIAC code is not high risk, we have a proper corporate address, we have a proper phone number, can we be found online? Because remember, if we can't find you, we can't lend to you. Is the business structured overall properly, right? Do we have a website? Like, what's on the website? These are all things that they look at when it comes to being able to provide you a vehicle. So it's not just about going and apply, because you can go and apply and then you're not ready. So it just all depends on where that business is at right now. And when we say 70,000, we're talking about a business that's structured properly. It sounds like you may have like some missing loophole or some missing gaps in there that we need to fix as well. But if you are running into that, if you are running into that situation, because Corvettes, like I told you guys before, we want to stay within Michigan, right? Michigan, don't do Corvettes no other place but Michigan. Stay within Michigan when it comes to Corvette. But if the business, like business bank accounts, it's the state don't have you high risk, the banks don't have you high risk, then I will probably drop my budget down to like $50,000, just depending. But I will have this is one of them things, like it will be a profile thing where I will have to see what's happening with the profile in order for me to tell you yay or nay. But that's what it sounds like to me. And then, you can kind of give me a little bit more feedback based on what's happening with your profile.
So what the comments that I've been getting from all the dealerships is they've just been saying your business is too young.
So we don't care about their comments. We care about how that business is structured.
Okay.
Because they can say whatever they want. So that sounds like, okay, so not even sounds like, if that's the comment that they're giving you, then they're not even submitting your applications. Are you getting anything in the mail?
I haven't gotten anything in the mail
Your
yet.
application hasn't been submitted.
That's what I was thinking. Because every single one of them has said, oh, your business, we submitted it. Like I did one yesterday. They said they submitted it to Chase and Ally. And they were like, oh, your business is coming back. They're saying that your business is too young.
So that's a common answer that a dealership give you, right? That's the dealership. It has nothing to do with the finance company. The finance company don't come back and tell you that your business is too young. They will come back and tell you that you need to PG, and then they will send you a letter telling you that you need to PG. So if the finance company is not telling you that, but you're hearing that from the dealership and you haven't gotten anything in the mail, because they always have to send you a letter letting you know. It sounds like they're not submitting your application. That's what it sounds like. Because they're basing it off of their experience, right? So for instance, I had posted that video with the dealership when we was talking to the dealership, and then I had two people from the dealership basically came under the comment. It was like, oh, I've been working at a dealership for 15 years. The guy in the video, he's absolutely right, but he was talking nonsense. So how was he absolutely right, right? These are salespeople. They know what they know based off of what their sales experience is. It has nothing to do with actually getting the actual corporate leasing for us to get the vehicles under our business. Because you know firsthand, you've been with me for a while, we have people that 45 days starting the business, 15 days starting the business and getting vehicles under their business. They're not submitting your application. They're going off of what they think they know, or her business is too new. So we're just not even going to waste our time and submit it, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah, because the last time I was able to get it, my business wasn't 2 years old and I got a car. So I know that is possible. But I was just wondering why. I said maybe something's changed, because that was like 4 years ago. Yeah. So I was like, well, maybe something has changed, or maybe it's something that I'm missing. But then everybody's saying the same thing. Oh, your business is only a year old. They're looking for 2 years or more. And I know that that's kind of like the spiel that everyone gives.
That is 100% a spiel, right? So in your case, you want to switch it up and say, well, I already have 1 or 2 business vehicles under my business. However you want to tell them. You want to tell them 1, you want to tell them 2, right? Or you can say, I just got approved for a vehicle down the block, right? At this particular dealership with no PG, no money down. Please just submit my application, because at the end of the day, the biggest thing here is getting the application submitted. They're not submitting the application because, once again, we're not gauging those conversations. When you hear things like that, you need to say, my business have business credit. It stands alone by itself. Another thing you can do is that I already have 1 or 2 vehicles under my business. And if they ask you who is financed with, you already know the companies, you can just give them that answer, because these are questions that the dealership are asking you. These are not questions that the finance companies are asking you.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it's so important when it comes to dealing with vehicles. We have to gauge those conversations. And 10 out of 10, we're not gauging those conversations because we don't know what to say to them when they say the common reason is your business is too new. That's a common answer that the dealership give. It has nothing to do with them submitting the application, right? I would even go so far, like I told you before, just ask them for the reference number. They can't provide you a reference number. Why? Because they're not submitting your application. Their thing is that I'm not going to waste my time submitting this application because I know for a fact that she has to be in business for 2 years. That's a dealership thing. It has nothing to do with the finance company. We have no letters from the finance company itself denying us. We have no reports clicked on no notifications telling us that they're actually submitting the application, and we're not gauging the conversation. One of the biggest things that the problem that you guys are having here with the dealership is that we're not gauging the conversation. You have to know how to gauge those conversations. And I'm going to continue giving you guys the answer when it comes to gauging the conversation, because the more that you guys know how to gauge the conversation, the better it is going to be for you guys when it comes to actually knowing how to deal with the dealership. Okay? Mr. or Mrs. Jackson, I think, because sometimes the male, sometimes the female.
Hey, Coach.
Hi.
It's me today.
How are you?
Okay, so I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Okay, so I got stuck on a question.
Sure.
Creating an EIN, which, should be very simple. But I know for the Dun & Bradstreet, right? Mm-hmm. I just created a corporation out of Delaware. Yes. I know we put in 3 to 5 employees, right? Yes. But when creating my EIN on the IRS.gov, we want those to match, right? I'm putting 3 to 5 employees, even though I don't have it right now, but I'm thinking big in the future.
Not necessarily, right? So we do 3 to 5 employees when it comes to public, right? Public, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax, the public information, right? Because your private information, nobody can see that. On your Secretary of State, for sure, you want to put, 1 or 2 employees on there. IRS, nobody's seeing that information, but employees come public. Anything that shows up publicly that we can actually go and type in and see, but private companies' EIN is not public. Only like banks' EIN is public.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's all I want to ask.
You're welcome. Miss Lakeisha. Actually, I done skipped somebody. L Golden. Let me take that person first, Lakeisha. L Golden.
Hey, Patrice, what's up?
Hey.
I'm good. I just wanted to know, my sister has an LLC that's aged about 3 years, but it's named Queens of Queens Logistics. So she's just finding out about the business funding side and all of that. So she's wondering if she changes her name, she loses the age, right?
No. Only if she's changing the structure.
All right. So if she changes it from logistics to just Queens of Queens Services, she's good.
She's good.
And how would she go about doing that again? As far as changing her name?
88. So depending on the state, you can call the state up and they'll do it over the phone. Or you can send in a letter, which is the 8822B form that you send into them. Or some states you can walk into the state. So it just depends on the state that she's in.
Got you. So she didn't even begin structuring it yet. So I'm just gonna let her know that information and go from there.
Yeah, and she'll need to update Secretary of State first and IRS at the same time. That's the first key. Once she gets the letters back from them, then we start hitting the bureaus. Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax. And then if she's currently building business credit, I will start to build business credit under the new name after we get back the Secretary of State and IRS documentation. She doesn't have to wait for the name to be changed on Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax, because that will be updated once they see that she's building it, because they will see that it's still the same company. She just did a change to the name.
All right. No problem. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Later.
Lakeisha.
Hi, Coach. How's it going?
Good. How are you? You're on mute.
I don't know what happened. I can't hear you.
Oh, I done muted myself. How are you?
I'm good. So I just wanted to, I don't really have a question. Just wanted to kind of update on from our one-on-one call.
Okay.
I got my website going. Well, the girl is working on my website. I went to Fiverr.
Okay.
Found somebody on Fiverr. She's doing my website. So I got the website going, and I got with Fairfigure. So I have that going.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it was any. Oh, I do have to book another call with you so we can build out the GPT.
Okay.
And I think that was it for the C-Corp. I think I did pretty much everything from our last call.
Okay.
I kind of did everything from our last call. So she building out the website exactly how you told me. I told her to reference from the link that you gave me for the other website, like how to go off, how to build it. And so I got that going. Okay. And so everything is working out, looking good.
Okay, well, let's break it down, okay? C-Corps, y'all, a different set of animals. So I want you just to answer each one of these questions for me, right? C-Corps is where the money is at. I've only started doing C-Corps. Forget LLCs and S-Corps.
Right.
Forget it, okay? I'm not even playing them games with them no more, right? So let's talk about it. We have the business name.
Yep.
Did you lock down the domain?
Yes.
You have an email attached to the domain?
Yes.
Business phone number?
Yes. Business
website that you're working on?
Yes.
Business bank account?
Yes. 2.
Okay.
I got 2. Oh, that was another thing. I got, I got 2. Just got the other one today.
Okay. Wonderful. Now, let's go into the main structure. Did we already do Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax?
Yes.
Okay. Did we start to build out any business credit yet?
Yes.
Okay. So the business credit, what are you building out right now?
I just added Fairfigure. I got eCredible. I have Crown. I have of course I updated my NAV for the NAF Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Who else do I have? Growing, what is it called? Grow G. And I think that's it. That's all I can remember right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it.
All right. Did you also do listyourself.net?
Yes, I got listyourself.net. Yep.
Are we on the right side of Google?
Right side of Google.
Okay. Let's see what else we need to do here. Yeah, you're on track then. Did we start the process of any type of funding just yet?
Not yet.
What are we waiting for?
I was waiting to get my website built out. Once she finished, then I was gonna start trying to get the funding.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, it's under management consultant.
Is it under management consultant? No.
What's it under?
It's under child care services. Remember that?
That's right. That's right. And I said, why would you do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. So we want to focus on. Do we have a facility, like a location?
Working on the facility now.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. So what we need to do is we need to actually go after. I remember, because you put yourself in a high risk category. Okay, so we need to start going after funding specifically for the child care industry.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need to register your business with sam.gov. Is it registered there already?
Yes, I did that too. Register. Now I'm just waiting on them to get my cage code.
Okay.
I'm waiting on them to send my cage code.
Okay, not just getting the UEI number. Did you push out the profile?
I don't know. Don't know.
Did it take you about 45 minutes to complete the process?
It took a long, yeah.
Okay, so then you pushed it out, because it's not just getting the UEI number. We got to actually put the information in the system so we can start getting contracts.
Oh, okay. So I'm okay. Okay.
Yeah, just double check that. They should have asked you for your bank account, all of that good information. Did you do that part?
Yeah, they asked for my bank account and everything.
Okay, wonderful. So it sounds like you pushed out that process. So did we already start to reach out to them in regards to getting contracts? Because that's literally where you're going to make your first $10 to $20 million.
I haven't reached out about contracts.
Okay, what are we waiting for?
Because I just pushed it out. Pushed it out because I just went in and they had sent me an email saying like I didn't submit it. I thought I had submitted it. They like, you didn't submit it, you didn't complete everything. So I had to go back in and complete everything. And that's when I added like the bank account information and all of that.
Okay.
So once I did all of that, it was submitted. They was like, they sent me an email, like everything gets submitted. So I'm like, okay, got that out the way.
Wonderful. So what I will start doing is start introducing but you can actually introduce AI into your childcare, because that's going to be one way for you to get contracts in a whole nother level, especially dealing with the state, right? So they can probably even contract you out to be able to come in and operate in the space of, even though you want to open your own facility, they might pay you to run a facility based on facilities that they may be buying, right? Because a lot of people buy businesses and they need somebody to come in and actually oversee the facility. But that's where you come in with making sure that your business is set up properly in order for you to do that.
Okay.
So that's an option, right? Because we have subcontractors, we have prime contractors. You can be a sub, you can be a prime. Probably recommend sticking with the subcontractors for right now, because prime is just a lot of responsibility. And if you're not ready for that just yet, you probably don't want to go down that route.
Okay.
And remember, the government pays us like every 90 to 120 days. So you want to make sure that you have enough capital, and that's where these other things comes in.
Okay. Okay, so it sounds like I'm halfway there.
Halfway. We got to get you fully there.
We got to get fully there. That's why I got to get fully there. That's why I'm like, okay, we got class tonight. Yeah.
You got to get fully there, but you halfway there. You're doing good so far.
Doing good so far. Okay,
Mhm.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I did have a question about the fleet gas card. So I applied with 7-Eleven.
Okay.
And they didn't give it to me. So I tried again. And it was still the same thing.
Okay, what are they saying?
They was asking me to be a personal grantor.
So remember, you still had a profile issue that we're still working on. So finish out, because anything that we're doing, structure is going to come first. Right?
Okay.
Finish out with the structure, the website, all that stuff makes a difference with those type of gas cards. The structure needs to be there. Without the structure being there, we're going to fall short, but you're almost there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you're literally like almost there, Yeah,
I'll be booking for that call so we can build out that GPT.
Yeah, and that's a very important part too, right? So y'all, I build out GPTs for everything, but it's knowing how to prompt the system. And this has literally changed my entire operation for my business, even launching my AI Millionaire Certificate program, right? Where people can now be certified through AI, like they can go through my program to now become an AI consultant. But utilizing AI for that to be able to take your business from $100,000 a month business to a $300,000 a month business, utilizing AI, it's mind blowing to me the things that we're doing, right? Even down to clients that we're working with, like how we're helping clients scale on a different level because they're taking obviously that time. You got to pay to play sometimes, right? Because we're doing a lot of good stuff here, but sometimes you got to go a little bit more in depth and build out a system for you. So in your case, especially with the C-Corp, y'all know how we are with our C-Corps. We want to get down to the nitty gritty just a little bit more. Like I said, right now, y'all, and I wish I could just share everything with y'all, but obviously I can't, right? Because, client, I'm about to say client attorney. I'm not even an attorney. Client and coach privacy, right? Just certain things, like with certain industries that I'm working with right now, I'm getting a lot of people in the assisted living facility. Like I have so many clients in that space, and the way that we're capitalizing off of what's in the market is crazy right now, right? Even down to people that's like in the nursing space, so much money that we're leaving on the table. But sometimes those services is more of, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Y'all can ask as many questions as y'all want, but who's going to take the time to actually execute? Okay.
Yep, that makes sense. And I was definitely, that's on my list to get into the healthcare industry.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of clients like that, and I love that industry because it actually taught me a couple of things. Because I deal like with veteran housing and obviously Airbnbs and stuff, but that industry, the type of funding that they're getting for those type of industry is crazy. Sorry, 1 second. It wouldn't even come out. But yeah, just the type of funding for those type of industries, like from structuring that business to be able to take that business to the next level, it's mind blowing to me. All right. Any additional questions here, Lakeisha?
No, that was it. Thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome. Amy.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Awesome. So this is my first time asking questions. I've been in your group for a little bit.
Hello.
But I have my structure. I have tier 1. I have Lowe's and 7-Eleven gas card, both at like 4,500 limit.
Okay.
I've been trying to get cars since, I want to say, December of last year.
Okay.
And at first they told me I was too new. I knew that was BS basically. So I just kept trying to get them. And then in February of this year, a car dealership I called, they had Ally Bank call me, an executive, somebody from Ally Bank over the state that I live in. And the guy was like, you can't get a vehicle because your trade lines are showing 0. Like the 4,500 trade lines are showing 0. They're not showing use, apparently. And that's what he told me. So he said, I need more trade lines. But then you say that we don't really need any trade lines at all to get vehicles. So I'm very confused.
Yeah. So first thing I'm gonna break down for you. When you had the conversation with the so-called rep, okay?
Yes.
Did you call that number back?
Yeah.
Was it to them?
It was to Ally, and he has an Ally email. He's been emailing me. He wants me to fill out something else for a fleet, but I don't want to do that.
No, let's back that up, okay? When you call, whoever called you, did you call that number back and you got the recording and it's like, which department you need to go to? Did you do that?
Yeah, it was Ally's company, and then you push a number, but it didn't take me to him.
It just took you to just a random person.
Yeah.
Okay, and tell me what he said to you.
They said that it was because the trade lines that were showing up were reporting 0.
So is the trade line showing up 0 on your profile?
I don't really think so. I don't know how to read the Equifax one.
Got it.
But
So go to your nav
scary.
account. Yep, go to nav account and go to view reports for me.
I don't have it paid right now because I've had it forever. So
Okay.
I don't know how to do that from, I don't know how to look at it anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be paid. So as long as you have an account, you can just log into the account. Because I'm trying to get to a point, right? Because what happens, and this has happened to me one time before. This is how I can guide you. Some of these people know somebody in the place, and they have them call you. But let me break it down for you. Did you get any notifications from them?
No.
Okay.
That's what I don't understand.
So that's the number one thing, right? We're supposed to get something in the mail that says, thank you for da 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 da. Unfortunately, blah, 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 blah. Did you get that?
No.
How long ago was that?
That was in February.
Okay. So I want you to tell me how your business is structured right now. Break down your structure for me.
Business name, business address, business website, 800 number, right side of Google, social presence, different things showing up, Yelp, all of that, Better Business Bureau. I think I'm covering everything.
Okay, so let's talk about classifications. How your business classified?
Management consulting.
Okay, Secretary of State?
Yeah.
Are you 100% or you're not sure?
Yeah, like I am with the Secretary of State.
What's the classification that you're under?
Oh, management consulting.
On the Secretary of State?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, inside of your nav account, what classification are you under for each one of your profiles? Because you should be able to see that without a paid account.
Yeah. Let me see. I think I go to the settings, correct? Of nav to see that.
No, you can go to the very, very top. It should be a home button, and it's going to give you Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, what was your question?
What classifications are you under? Is it no classification? Because no classification means you're high risk.
It doesn't, right there, it doesn't say.
Okay, are you in a position to share your screen with me?
I believe so.
Okay, so I'm going to give you part-time hosting position, co-host.
Okay.
And then hit shared screen. Then you're going to see like a little blue box pop up. Hit that for me.
Just a minute. I don't know. There's no blue box.
So it should just be highlighted. Once you hit share screen, it's just highlighted. Like it's the upper, maybe left-hand side that's like highlighted. If you're not seeing that, which means the settings inside of your preferred session settings is not set up for Zoom.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to waste your time with that. So,
all right, do me a favor. Drop me your if you don't mind, your nav login information, but make sure you send it to me only. Drop me the email and the password, and then drop me the name of the business as well.
Okay.
All right, put that in the chat with the name of the business. Give me the full business name.
Okay.
All right. Any additional questions here for me?
No, I just wanted to figure out what my next step should be after we go through all that.
Okay. Once you do that, just put in the chat that you sent it, and I'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. Why do you not have a name on this? It just says TTBLU.
Hey, Coach. I'm so sorry. This is my first Zoom. I apologize.
Hi, how you doing? Clock in, girl. Welcome.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. I'm super, super excited. I'm so happy to be here. And then I joined on the day that you went live, so I'm even more happy. I haven't even got a chance to look at the video as of yet.
Okay.
But I'm super excited. The first question, I hope your day is going well.
It is.
The first question is, what video do you recommend that I start at? That's
what are you trying to do?
So, I'm kind of like, honestly, all over the place. I had an LLC from 2019, but I missed the what they call it, the annual recertified date.
Yep.
Date.
The annual report.
So, yes, so it did get dissolved. So my first question would be, should I invest in getting it back open again, or should I just start brand new?
Yeah, that's a great question, right? So it depends. So it depends on if it's going to cost to start restarting the business or getting the business back in compliance. That's what you need to do. You need to get it back in compliance. Getting it back in compliance starting in 2019 absolutely is going to work for you. However, couple of things you got to consider. Will the state even allow you to get it back in compliance? Because sometimes once it's been a certain amount of years, it just dead. It's nothing you can do about it, right? Depending on the state. Two,
it's Florida.
Yeah, you might be able to. Two, how much money are they charging you to reinstate that, right? Because now you got to go back 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years and pay all these annual taxes, plus the Florida state fee, plus if you have any licenses under the licensing fee under it. So I would start by figuring out how much I would need to pay first. And if it's financially affordable for you guys, I would say yes, because you have the age on it. If it's not, then just start over and start over fresh.
Okay, so the last time I did it back in 2019, it was for it was wholesaling, because I did wholesaling real estate.
Yeah,
and I had it under consulting, and I just missed the date 2025 last year. I think it's like $400 to get it back reinstated. But I had no idea how to structure it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what it's like structure under. But I know that, you know, in 2019, it was like just opening up an LLC to have it. And I kept it consistent all the way to 2025 because I had it and I just didn't know what to do with it. So I just, you know, life happened and I didn't reinstate it. But so that would be like my first question. I haven't went through the videos as of yet, because currently I am doing credit repair now. That's my new business that I'm doing now, and I just got started with like a few clients, and so now my question is, because I really don't want to ask you the same question because, like I said, I haven't really went through the videos. Now my question is, dang, I lost track of my question.
It's okay.
But yeah, the main thing was just, should I get it like reinstated? And then another question is, I live in Georgia now. I'm in Georgia.
Okay.
And being that it was with credit repair, I heard this information. I don't know if it's good or not. It was best to open it in Florida and get a registered agent as far as credit repair go. But like I said, I don't know. I'm like kind of confused on which way to go with that.
Yeah, it's so funny that you said that because credit repair in Atlanta is illegal. It's so crazy. Like it's just wild, right? Or I should say Georgia. I shouldn't say Atlanta. Obviously, there's a way around it because you do management consultants. You put a different business name, different classification. Obviously, there's a lot of people that operate credit repair businesses in Georgia, but it's not called credit repair. So that's one option. The other option is restarting the business that you have. But to your point, the biggest thing here is the business even structured properly doesn't make sense because do we want to spend that money to get the business back up and running and got to spend way more money to even get it in compliance? You got to get it structured properly. You might need to do a business name change. You got to change your classification.
It's TT Blue. So
yeah.
So I don't know. So it's TT Blue, and I know that you were saying that it was high risk with certain names. So my new name is Bloom New Legacy. So, and I just want to just make sure, I know with the age, I'm kind of upset with myself for letting it close because I did have like the business account already under it and all of those things, but I just didn't know what to do with it at that time. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have you in my presence.
Right. What's the new name?
I just it was Bloom New Legacy. That's what I was thinking of.
No, you're putting yourself in a high risk category.
Okay, all right.
Legacy, right? Like he be saying, legacy. Nobody names their business. Don't put legacy at the end. You're gonna put yourself in a high risk category.
Okay.
I think in a case like yours, you need to get with me because we probably need to do a complete business restructure, makeover. Probably even start a new business because we could even go to the Florida state, see if it makes sense. If the business name is good, is the address good? Are we in a high risk category? And see if it even makes sense to restart that business despite the age, right? The age is one thing. But does it even make sense to restart that business, or should we start fresh and just do the right thing from the very beginning?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Cause like I followed the steps to open the business, and then I had the OPS account. I already had the 1-800 number. I actually have 2 LLCs, but they name funny names, so I know that won't really be for business. But like I had all of those steps. Like I got through all of those steps except actually getting the funding part, like you said in the book, because I read the book when you were saying at the accounts at the end. I didn't do that part. So it's like, I'm kind of like, I don't know if it would be beneficial. And like I said, I'll definitely do a consult so you can look at it.
Yeah.
Because if it is beneficial, I'm willing to invest in it because like I said, 2019, that's even better than 2020 when everybody started opening these random business. And I know
exactly.
It may work out in my favor,
It might. It might. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So I would say, it's just a lot happening, right? So we gotta we gotta take that one by one.
It's all over the place. I'm not going
all over the place.
I mean, I took action now. Like I'm an action taker, but I just didn't have the roadmap to take the right action. And I'm so happy that, I'm here to be able to take the correct action. Because like I said, I already started implementing these things. I do have some business experience. I just really didn't have the right, mentor and coach. And, I didn't seek the right information. Just put it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a lot of valid.
She's like, yeah, you all over the place.
You have a lot of valid points, but to your point, we're like all over the place. We need to we need to bring that back. But luckily for you, being all over the place is my specialty. Like I literally had a call with a client today and it was like this. I was like, all right, let's do this. Okay. So luckily for you, it's my specialty. So yeah, I'll say get with me.
Okay.
You probably need more of like a because a profile breakdown is just not, you probably need a 90, just do the profile breakdown. It is what it is. All right. Just do the profile breakdown. But book it from inside of the group, because instead of you paying $597, it's going to be $197.
Okay. We'll do that. We'll do coach. I like the sound of that. Let's go.
Perfect. So we can get together and like really make this make sense, because
because I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to do whatever it needs to take. Because I've been doing this for a long time, ever since 2017. I've been a struggling entrepreneur in different hats, and I just so ready to have the right person by my side so I can really take off and, just really reap the benefits of the seeds that I already planted. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And know when they say you find your niche and you get rich, right? So you got to find your niche so you can get rich. Like I like that you do credit repair, because I can kind of guide you with that now, because I literally just launched my own credit repair company, and that took off by itself. People don't even know that companies out there, but I don't need to be the face of everything, right? Only because when you start to understand marketing and what people are looking for, you start putting yourself in a better position to win the game of helping people. It's not just winning the game of money, but winning the game of actually helping people.
And I think the main goal for me, because I really get a joy of helping people, because I did tax preparation too. I did that ever since 2017, and and I was in real estate wholesaling. I did get some success in it, but not as much as I've been doing. I've been keeping my consistent. I mean, they 10 clients, but my consistent clients been here ever since 2017. So. I really want to niche down, because I just love the feeling of getting people money in their pockets. Like I really did some reflecting of like what I want to do, because I'm very talented in many different things. And I said to myself, like, what do you really enjoy? I really enjoy those text messages I get, like, thank you, T, for girl, my taxes don't drop. I'm gonna go get my house. I'm gonna get my car. So. Like anything, and I just know the importance, and especially as being a single mom, the importance of finances. So I'm just so passionate about that, and I'm glad I'm in the right place.
Yeah, I love that, and I think a strategy for you may be better. You might want to get into my mentorship too, because I just heard you say a couple of different things that I really love, that I know I can support you with. You probably are, because if you already have those results, you got to start. For sure, like some sort of membership, right? Get people into that membership. If you're charging $27, you have the results. We can drive traffic to it. Do you have a free Facebook group yet?
No, I don't have none of those things set up. I just basically, like, a lot of people reach out to me. I've been on, like, I post my post stories about like credit repair. I be doing like $50 specials. I be like, listen, I'll repair your credit for $25.
Right.
Because I just want to get the experience.
I love
experience set. I started with my credit repair cloud. I started with that, and then I started just repairing my own credit through ChatGPT. I ended up getting my credit from $577 to $639 within the first 30 days. And I've just been praying, like, Lord, where do you want me to be? Because I want to be in alignment of the Lord, where I can help people. And it is so important. Finances, like, a lot of times with women, especially, and men too, we find ourselves in like some bad situations just because our financial situation. And I just really feel like God just put me in the space to really help people with their finances. Like I'm really, I did wholesaling before. You understand what I'm saying? And it was a passion of mine. But it's something about like this credit repair and just getting people money back. It's just like my heart on fire. Like I had that happen to me during this tax season, where it was just like my client from a long time, she's been coming with me ever since 2017. And she was like, girl, thank you so much. She's like crying on the phone. Thank you so much for doing my taxes the right way. I was able to move out this house. Like, I was just going to get evicted. And it just really does something to me. But like, to show my value of like, if I didn't believe in myself and take that step to get her taxes done, she wouldn't have been able to move into her apartment. So like, I know I'm in alignment and I know I'm in the right place now. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, you see what you're saying, and you can hear the passion in your voice, right? Especially when we start adding in, like, you know, the passion that you have behind it, and like, you know, the reasons why, and like, especially like helping women. So like, I'm gonna get into a little bit of coaching with you for a little while. Y'all excuse me for a minute. I always get into like, excuse me for a little bit, right? So let me ask you a question. Who do you help? What do you help them do, and by doing what?
So I help women get their finances together. I help mainly women and people to get their finances together, and I help them because
no. We're gonna go into coaching. Who do you help?
Okay. Single moms.
Okay, perfect. That's who you help. Okay.
Okay.
Single moms. What we help. So you help single moms. So who do I help? What do you help them do?
I help them get educated on finances and putting themselves in a better predicament to take care of it.
Too broad, right?
Too
so
broad,
who do we help? What we help them do? Okay, so you give me that part by doing what?
By fixing their credit and educating them on finances.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Who we help? We got that part, because you got to find your niche to get rich. Who are you talking to? Who is your target audience? Who is your avatar? Your avatar is single moms. Tell me what your avatar does on a daily basis.
Send disputes for their credit.
So no. Tell me what your avatar does on a daily basis, because you're the one that's doing credit repair. So your ideal avatar is a single mother. What does that single mother do on a daily basis?
Work 9 to 5. Take care of her kids.
Okay.
Head of household. Create financial opportunities to be able to help take care of her kids.
Okay, what is her daily? What does she do daily? What's her daily activities?
She work. She cook and clean. She take care of the kids. She manage finances. She manages the household. She protects the household. She provides for the household.
Right. So that's good though. That's good, because this is part of coaching. If you don't know who you're helping, who your ideal avatar is, how can you make the type of money that you're looking to make, right?
Okay.
You have to know who you help. Who you help, what you help them do by doing what, right? So your biggest thing will be, I'll say, helping single moms rebuild their credit and access funding so they can create financial stability based on what you said without relying on anyone else.
Okay. I'm writing that down right now.
We got to know who we talking to first.
Okay.
Right? What does your ideal avatar look like? The age between 25 and 35. She would like you. So some of the stuff you gave me was right. She works a 9 to 5 job. She come home, take care of her kids. After work, she is tired. She's stressed out. She's trying to figure out what's the next step for being able to fix her credit. To get her kids out of whatever situation that they may be in. Right? So we got to niche this down, because in your particular field, and this is one of the reasons why my company took off so fast, because I niched down who I was helping. You got to know who you help, what you help them do by doing what. You got to solve a problem. What problem are you solving?
Fixing credit, fixing single mom's credit.
No, what problem are you solving?
I'm helping single mothers get approved for homes, cars, and so that way they can be able to take care of their kids. Okay. Damn, I'm missing it. I'm sorry.
Right. So what problem are you solving? You're solving financial resistance plus lack of access.
Okay. Financial resistance of lack of access.
And lack of access.
And lack of access.
Right. Because you're probably dealing with single moms who are getting denied, delayed. They have dependents, obviously, because they have children. But you have to know what problem are you solving. If I was to take on a client today, what problem am I solving for them? Right. And that would be how your content would basically flow. So you're breaking down with your content as far as like what you're selling, right? So denied for an apartment, denied for cars, denied for credit cards, denied for business funding. That's how your content flows, because now you know who you help, what you help them do by doing what, you know what problem you're solving, you know who your ideal avatar is. Now you need to use that system to be able to now create content that's going to actually get you way more clients, right? And that's where the GPT comes in. You probably want to, you know what, you probably just need to do a 90-minute consultation with me, or just come in to do a one-on-one, because your system is not there, right? We got to put this in place, because if you're getting clients right now, you have the result. Let me tell y'all, one of the things that took me to a whole nother level was my vehicle challenge, because I had so many results, right? Why most of you guys in here? Because I'm providing results for you guys. I know exactly who I'm talking to. I'm giving y'all real information. We have real structure. We have everything is not just hearsay. It's actually real things that we're actually doing. None of y'all will be in here if I was just here like, oh, yeah. So like Amy came and she asked me about a dealership. Well, Amy, girl, I don't know what to tell you. No, like I have real answers, because I know who my ideal avatar is. I know who I'm talking to. I know my business like the back of my hand. I'm passionate just the way that you're passionate. You're just missing structure. You're lacking structure to be able to get your business to the next level.
Yes, I'm definitely lacking structure.
Yeah. Small, minor thing, right? Minor thing. Because for the most part, you have the key thing that most people don't have. You got the passion. Because when you open your mouth to talk, you're like, well, I want, and this, and I want to, you have the passion, right? You sound like me when I start talking. You got the passion. You just got to know who you're talking to at this point. Okay?
Yes, sounds good. We're going to book the call.
Perfect. Does that make sense?
Okay. That makes a lot of sense, Coach. Thank you for the clarity.
You're welcome. Anytime. Okay, let's see. Lower hands. Monique, come on in, girl. We got two Moniques. So Monique M.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I am literally where TL, whatever her name said on there. I am literally where she is, like literally. Right now, my question first was when we're doing the applications and how we are set up for a management consultant.
Yeah.
On like NAV and everything, when we're doing applications in like tier 2, are we still saying like we are like our business is like management consultant, even though it's something else?
Who knows it's something else? Your online presence says it's your management consultant.
Okay, so we'll just still say we're a management consultant.
Correct.
Okay, all right, got that.
Stick to the script. Don't veer off.
Okay, so I'm literally where she's at. I do run my carrier business, but I work it. And I hate it. I hate working in it. I can tell you that. I work it. I make the money. Like, I make money. And I can't afford right now to put no one in my position to work, if that makes sense, because I need the money to, like, pay my bills. I do got an ebook. I'm not going to lie. I don't promote it as much. Okay. But when I say everybody come to me asking me, are you hiring, like, can you show me like this and that? And I'm just like, I'm still learning. How can I show you if I'm still learning? So I don't know. That's my biggest thing too. I also do credit repair, but I had to stop because I'm doing the carrier business. Like I'm working in the carrier business, so I can't even do that. So I'm just like, I'm trying to see where I can get like hands off the business.
Yeah.
That I'm up and going right now.
Yeah. So let's take a couple of steps back. Exactly. Same exact position. You just have a different customer base, right? Different avatar. If you're telling me right now you already have people that's coming to you that's asking you, how can I do what I do? How can I do what you do? Or how can you help me? You're not lacking exposure, you're lacking product, right? So you need to have at least one course that breaks down everything that you need. So in that way it sells itself. You have an ebook, but to your point, you're not marketing it. You shouldn't have to market the ebook. If you're doing content, it should market itself.
Yeah, I don't be doing content.
So how are people coming to you now asking you to show them how to do this?
I'm sorry, what did you say? You broke up.
Yeah, so how are people coming to you now asking you to show them how to do this?
Oh, okay. So yes, I started content, but I'm not gonna lie, I shied away from it because it became overwhelming. Like my inboxes was full. Like, and I'm like, I'm only one person. I can't answer the inbox work. Like, I was just like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I had it up like on Stan Store and everything, and more people was asking than like buying. If that's something too.
Yeah, it makes sense. So people are asking because the content that you're putting out is not solving a problem.
Okay. But yeah, I'm trying to get like the business credit stuff really flowing. Because I do have my business and it's structured. I just went on NAV, like you said, and I see it, but I don't know. I guess I need, like you said, I need that mentor with structure. Like this. You got to do this.
Yes.
But
you have to do that, right? So like I have several mentors, y'all. I don't just have one. I have several. Mindset coach. I have my one coach I met with today that's helping me to be able to take my business to the next level. Grant, I have several mentors, right? So don't think your coaches don't have coaches. We got coaches too, because we understand that, to your point, we're just one person, but what can we do to be able to take the business to the next level? But most of the time, what's missing with you guys is a lack of structure. You guys don't know who you're talking to. You don't know what problem you're solving. You don't know who your ideal avatar is. You don't know how to market products. You don't know how to even like you said, to your point with content, put out content, right? Like we take up the first 10 pages of Google. Why do we take up the first 10 pages of Google? Because we're using SEO, AEO. When we're posting anything, when we know who we're talking to, right? We know how to be able to provide results. So it's not just about knowing who to talk to. We're providing results for people as well too, such as Miss Blue, TT Blue, where she was saying, like, you can hear the passion in her voice, right? Like those are like literally my ideal clientele. Like you can hear all the passion up and down on her chest because she has something, she just don't know how to leverage it. Mm-hmm. And it's the same exact thing with you as well too, but you're in a burnout stage. You're in entrepreneur mindset, and then you're also in 9-to-5 mindset. So you don't have a balance. You need a balance. You need, okay, week 1, we're going to do this. Week 2, we're going to do this. Week 3, we're going to make sales. This is what I want you to post. This is how I want you to post, right? So like I have a client here right now, and her biggest thing so far is content. Content to me, I could do content in my sleep all day, every day. Right? She executes, but when it comes to content, that's her biggest thing. So what we have to do now, we built out a roadmap. Okay, this week we're posting this. Okay, we're posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I want you to post exactly this. This is how I want you to post. This is what I want you to do. This is the music I want you to put on top of it until she gets a hang of this stuff for herself. So that's the importance, y'all, of some type of like mentorship, instead of you guys trying to figure it out on your own. I don't figure nothing out on my own. I got coaches. All right, coach, I'm trying to do these numbers. I'm trying to do this. You're outside of like, my line of business that I'm doing with you guys right now. I have people that's taking me to the next level. Most of the times we stop ourselves because we don't take ourselves to the next. We're not taking things to the next level.
Yes. Okay. So what call I got to book?
It just depends on what level you want to go to. You can do just a regular consultation in the 7-figure framework, where we can just do a one-on-one, but that's just more of, general. Let's look at your profile, kind of see where you're at. If you want to take things to the next level, obviously the 8-week mentorship, or you can do a 90-minute coaching session where I'm with you for 90 minutes. I help you structure your business to be able to, put some things in place. Completely up to you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any additional question?
No, that's everything.
Okay, perfect. 1 second. Okay, let's see. Okay, another Monique.
I was questioning about, I heard you telling another young lady about the daycare situation, but I am on home-based childcare.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if you could still get like a virtual space, but consider like a corporate office,
Yes,
or like the headquarters or something, but still like, to still try to get the credit for it instead of putting the home address until I can get a actual location.
Yeah, for sure. So are you taking on children at the moment?
Yes.
Okay, so because you have to create online presence with what's on your home. What's on, you have to create an online presence based off of your home address, because that's where, obviously, because you have to have licenses and all the different things with the inspection and the state and all the extra stuff that they come out to do, especially with home daycares.
Right.
So what I can do, I'll say position it where you have a main company up top. That's where your corporate address comes in, and then you operate as a DBA, doing business as your childcare business.
That's good. That's a good one. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime. Let's see, lower hand. Caldwell.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Amazing. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I have been following you for so long before I finally decided to push the button and join your community.
Yeah, I love that. Welcome.
Thank you. So I've just been trying to come along and try to structure and do all the things that you have suggested that I do. And so I've been kind of like all over the place a little bit, but I have kind of like some questions here, and I have a lot of them written down.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the first one, I would just want to let you know a little bit about me. I started my LLC to do T-shirts.
Okay.
I had this brilliant idea I was going to do T-shirts, but doing that, all the money that I spent on the printer, everything, the printer broke on me. So I was like, you know what? This may not be my lane, because I can't afford to get it. Well, I tried to get it fixed, but I couldn't fix it. So it was cost too much money for me to replace it. So it's a big old expensive paperweight right now. So I decided to do a courier. So I was like, that's something that I can do part-time and make money from it. Why not go all the way instead of just half-stepping with it? Change my LLC. So that's what I did. Mm-hmm. So I went back in and I tried to restructure everything for a medical courier. I even did my research. My name of my business, Lady T's LLC, is very vague. Most people, when they hear it, they think that I'm doing T-shirts or something, but you really don't know what it is. So is that good for my name?
Tell me the name again.
Lady T's, and it's spelled Teez.
Yeah. So Lady T's, anything comes after that?
Yeah, LLC. Just Lady T's LLC.
Yeah.
And I was gonna change it and do logistics, but logistics I know is high risk. So I would do courier or service or something of that nature. But I was like, well, instead of doing that, I could just leave it and then just try to build around that.
Yeah.
I even got a little logo, and it's a cute logo. I had Chad to create my logo with a lady, and it's got all of the a little van, airplane, everything like for courier.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been very detailed with that, trying to get that. I've been working on my chat skills. trying to develop that. And so I have everything. I had to go back in, do my address, do my Don's number. I got all of that information updated. I'm waiting on Equifax. I'm waiting on Experian to update my address information in the system because I emailed both of them and they said that they would do it. But Don's is already completed. I did that. I'm waiting on Bing right now to send me the little verification card to my virtual address. Now, that's one thing. I spent a lot of time and money setting up that virtual address only for me not to be able to pass through SAMS.gov. Mm-hmm. I was not able to pass SAMS. So I was like, okay, now what do I do now? So somebody suggested using my registered agent's address, that maybe that would allow me to get through SAMS.gov. Versus me using my home address because they would verify me with that, but now my address would be public. Exactly. And I didn't want that. So I was like, okay, so is that the route to take for the virtual address? Because my virtual address, it came with a telephone number and I have a live agent answering my calls Monday through Friday.
Got it.
Okay. And then Google, even though I went to Google to register my business, it would not let me register it without doing a video. Even I said, do not post my address because I knew that virtual address wasn't going to pay. I said, don't do the address, but it still asked me to do a video. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out do I need to do it over again? Like, how do I do that to get past that part?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the address verification first. So the missing point that you guys are missing when it comes to verification is that at the very beginning, you always hit yes. So I have a video inside of this group that shows you how to bypass video. So yes, you're gonna have to delete the business, give it about 24 hours before you go back in and put that up. And you can use the current address that you are using. You just have to not hit the option of yes in the beginning. You need to put no. Right? So just go and watch that video.
Okay.
SAM.gov, yes, for sure. You can utilize your registered agent, but in order for you to do that now, because SAMS.gov finds your business based off of what's already in the system. So you may have to do a change with if you're registered, with the Secretary of State. Outside of using your home address, to your point, right? But I think when it comes to home address on SAM.gov, it's very different than any other system. This is not low quality people, right? These are people who are on a whole nother level.
Right.
And that's what SAMS.gov system. Would I recommend that you do it just right now to get it going? Yes. Would I recommend making sure we make that change afterwards? Absolutely. This is
what
not
change?
As far as the Secretary of State and IRS making a change on the state level for the address.
So I got my virtual address everywhere. So you saying that I need to change that?
Yes, because if that's what's flagging you, that's your problem. So you're having a structure problem right now.
It took me forever to get that information everywhere.
Yeah.
And now I have to go back.
So wait, let's back that up then. Okay, because maybe I might have misheard you. So the one that is listed everywhere, is that the one that's flagging you?
With SAMS, yes. If that's the only one that SAMS, well, I have 3 business bank accounts. Mm-hmm. The address, I had no problem with that address except for when it came to Chase. Yep. It literally took me, I want to say, an hour and a half with that banker to open up that Chase account. That was the most extensive part. The other bank accounts, it literally took maybe 20, 30 minutes at the most. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why I was in Chase for an hour and a half.
Their system is a little bit different. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I opened up that bank account, no problem. I got the 3 bank accounts. Nobody has given me any issues with this address other than SAMS.gov and Chase.
That's because you haven't gotten to that level to get problems yet, right? So you're probably in your tier 1 stages, correct?
Yes.
Once you start getting to tier 2, especially if it's flagged with SAM.gov, you're going to get flagged with everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, your tier 1, remember that's your basic stage. Anybody, don't matter if you have a virtual address, a home address, a downtown address, a cross-town address, anybody can get approved for tier 1. It don't matter what level that you're at. But when we start getting into tier 2, which is when they start actually issuing us credit, is where you will start to run into that problem.
Gotcha. Okay. So because my virtual address that I have is actually a building.
Okay.
That you can go inside. It's a building. It's not a P.O. box. And I even did the whole thing, which you said, go to the UPS and go down to USPS, go down to the address and go in there to see if it says mailbox or not, if it's a Y there. I did all of that, and it has none of that.
Yeah, so the problem is that, so SAM.gov changes fast, right? So I want you to spend some time, if you can do it now while we're on this call, and go back into USPS and see if the address is coming up as flagged now, because their system changed so fast. It can also be the suite number, right? Maybe try taking off the suite number with SAM.gov and list it without the suite number and see if they allow you to list it. So there's so many different ways to maneuver around it. Obviously, it's more of like, I have to kind of see what's happening. But it could just be the suite number that's flagging you.
Gotcha. Well, see, that, you know what, I think I did, because the way they gave me my address is the suite number is 2101, but my box number is also 2101. I never use the box number when I'm doing something. I always just use the suite number. I even tried to manipulate a little bit and try to figure out what floor that was on and do the floor instead of the suite.
Yeah, so that sounds like it might just be the suite, right? So we can take off the suite and then list it that way without the suite number, and that might reverse the flag. Same exactly when you're listing it on the right side of Google, remove the suite number off of it.
Okay.
And you can try to do that while we're here now, go through the process if you know what you're doing, and, kind of maybe report back to me and let me know what's happening.
Right. Yeah, no, I got that part. I'll definitely do that. And my next thing is, if the state of Texas which is where my business is located. I know it is important to have your address listed across all platforms to be matching, but for some reason, I cannot update my address with the Secretary of State. They said I have to go through, it's another website that I have to go through. I can update my tax form number, but it won't allow me to update my address with the Secretary of State. So how does that look? Will they be able to pull that information when they're searching my business and see that the address is different, right?
And that's also probably why you're having that issue with SAM.gov. Because I see, as you start to tell me more, I can kind of pinpoint what's happening. Because if your address with SAM.gov is different from your state, then it's like two separate businesses, right? This is why our information have to match straight across the board. So what you can do is try to send in that. Did you try to send in the 8822? Sorry, I don't know who's that. Who's that? Ebony? Let's see. Did you try to send in that 8822 form?
No, I haven't, because when I try to Google it, when I do chat, because chat's my personal assistant, and me and chat been trying to get this thing together. So, and I know chat is not always right, or maybe it's just the way I structure my question, because sometimes I have to go back and make sure that they're giving me the correct answer. So I'll search a couple of different platforms to make sure that the answer is giving me is correct. But one of the things I have is said that for the state of Texas, for some reason, I cannot, once my LLC has been formed, that address on that portion stays. I cannot go back and update.
That's not true at all.
That's not true?
No, you need to send in that form in order for you to change that information.
Okay, I'm going to try to do that, because I want it to be matched everywhere, because like I said, I haven't got to that tier 2, but I want to be able, because I'm trying to, like everybody else on the call, I'm trying to go after funding. Yes. I'm working on my personal credit to get my personal credit up to where it is, and I've gotten one of them up to like a 720. I'm so proud of myself. So I've gotten one up to 720, one up to like a 650, but I'm still working on that little devil. Equifax just not want to work with me.
Yeah. So that that might be, and is that personal or business?
That's personal.
Okay, so yeah, you might just need to add some authorized users on that to offset that.
Okay. And then so like I said, I'm waiting on them to send me my letter for Bing because I want to go on there as well. But I went to list myself because I have the virtual assistant answering the phones for me, and she forwards my calls and takes a message. But when I try to search under my telephone number, it still doesn't come up.
For list yourself?
Yeah, no, like, okay, list myself. I thought that was supposed to put me everywhere. Like, and I think I even went to white pages and listed myself on the white pages, but I'm still not being able to search myself.
Yeah.
Like
so the problem with that is SEO. So besides putting your okay, so let me break that down for you, right? So we go to list ourselves and we put our business on it, but we need SEO friendly content in order for us to have us show up online, right? Meaning that our description should always include our business name. So sometimes it'd be slight little things that you need to add, but it's something simple. So it's no big deal. You can always go back and do this. But sometimes it'd be something slightly simple that you need to go and add in order for your business to come up. And everything that you post moving forward must be hashtag your business name, at least one hashtag, your business name, right? So we need SEO and AEO, which is answer engine optimization.
You say SEO and
AEO.
What is AEO? Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I go back and I'll try to fix that to where when I plug my number in, I want it to come up. And as soon as I do the Google, I'm gonna go back and delete that now. And then I'll wait. I'm still waiting on that postcard is taking forever for it to come to my, they said it was gonna take like 5 days, but it's been almost 2 weeks.
Which postcard?
For Bing.
Oh.
They said it's supposed to send me a code and I'm supposed to read that code on the back of that to give them the, for that.
Right. And they ain't sent it to you yet.
I still haven't received it yet. So that's why I was just waiting, like it's taking a long time. So I don't know if I need to do that again or just continue to wait. Because I think the last time, because I had my business, I have another business that is just stagnant because I'm trying to build one at a time, even though the other one is more aged. It's like 3 years almost.
Okay.
Whereas this one is just only 11 months.
Okay. Yeah, just double check to make sure the address that they're sending it. What address are they sending it to? Your home address or your business address?
The business address.
Okay. Did you contact the company already?
No, I haven't. I've just been looking online to see because they send me a notification to let me know when I receive mail.
Yeah, but your issue is that they can perceive Bing as junk mail.
Oh.
Right, so when you want to contact
them,
but they
should send me, even if it's junk mail, I should still get my mail.
Nope. They'll give you mail for sure, but stuff that looks like spam and junk is like they don't usually send us that.
Okay, so I have to call them and make sure that they are if they did receive it, that I make sure that I get it.
Exactly. Well, tell them that you're expecting it for one, so in that way they're aware of that. So in that way, once they do get it, they know, okay, it's not junk because they might have already junked it and you don't even know.
Okay. And I think that is all. Well, I have one more question.
Sure.
I seen this pop up today, UCC1.
Yep.
And someone said that I can use that to establish business credit.
It depends.
Go in and put a lien against my business and it shows up all on my business profile. And then I go back and then pay it off and say that it's been paid. And it updates saying that that debt has been satisfied.
Oh, I wonder who told you that.
Somebody I've seen online. So that's why I was like, I've never heard of it before. I've never heard of, but the more I researched it and saw that it is an actual thing, but it's more for lenders. Like if I got a loan through Chase would go and do that to let other lenders know that I owe Chase money.
Exactly. So not all information is good information, right? UCC filings are filed by like SBAs, banks, things like that. One of our students in here had a UCC filing, but hers was because she had I think it was like a dispatch or some that company that she was supposed to pay that they said they were going to take it off. Do not do that. Okay. Not every information we hear is good information.
Right. That's why I wanted to bring it to you, because that's what I'm in the community for, is to get information. So I know everything, because I just seen somebody who's posting baking, cooking all day long, and they don't even eat half the stuff that they cook. So I know how social media play with people.
Yeah.
So that's,
because UCC filings are something that sometimes is out of our control. Like certain people, like if you have any SBA loans, you're going to get a UCC filing, right? Not all UCC filings are bad. Not all are good either. But you just want to make sure that, because that's more of like installment payments, and that's not always a good thing to show up on your profile, because that can drop your score as well too.
Right. Okay. All righty. I think you've helped me out a lot here, because I just need to get that. I just want to make sure. Now, how would I go about getting you to like go on my website and go and look at all of my information to make sure that everything is lining up? Do you do that?
Yeah, we do. So I can do a business credit profile. But like I said, you guys just use the link inside of the group, because you guys do have like that 75% off or whatever percent, because it's like $597 on my website, but you guys would do it for $197. So it's inside of the 7-figure framework group.
Okay. And then you'll go in there and just look at my business from top to bottom, from A to Z, and tell me exactly what I need to do.
Yeah, so we'll do a business credit profile breakdown and look at the business and see where it's at, and then absolutely.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so very much.
You're welcome, anytime. All right, so guys, I want to switch gears for 1 second, because this is key when I start teaching, right? So talking to Amy, one of the things that Amy feedback was about her business being structured. I tell y'all, I'm new to this. I'm not true to this, right? Y'all got to keep up, okay? What Amy is looking at on her end is her browser, okay? What everybody else is looking at is what I'm looking at. Where are you on the right side of Google that's listed there, right? It's coming up on her browser because the URL and the IPO is saved on her computer, right?
Right.
Online presence. Where's the online presence? I see Instagram. I see I hope this is her business here. Outside of that, there's no online presence. This is why she's getting declined for vehicles. She's coming up on her computer. You can't just come up on your computer. You have to come up on everybody else's computer. When it comes to online presence, and somebody Googles this business, now what we can do is, let me back this up because I didn't do this first. Let me take out the LLC part and see. Okay, so we took out the LLC. Let's look at this. All right, so here's her problem, right? So she has the business listed right now without the LLC, but she's marketing it 2 different ways. She's marketing it sometimes with the LLC and then sometimes without the LLC. So let me go backwards here. This is the SEO problem that she's having, right? So, excuse me. The average person, you see this here, is not doing that. So this is what she's seeing on her computer because it automatically comes up. But let's back this up. We took out the LLC. She doesn't have an online presence. We left in the LLC. She still doesn't have an online presence. Our issue here is SEO and AEO, right? Let me go over to the profile that we're looking at right now. So the reason why she's not popping up for lenders and everybody else, so we're looking at this business right now, and there's no SEO or AEO, right? There's no description here, because had the description been here, let's just say Dreamy Ventures. At Dreamy Ventures, we do, I don't know, a management consultant. We teach people how to grow and scale up. You guys have to push out your SEO, right? This is where her issue is coming from. Her SEO and AEO is not being pushed out. Everything she see on her computer right now is based off of what she built in there.
I have to touch you.
Sorry, let me mute whoever that is. Sorry. 1 second.
I haven't
here.
touched you in like a week,
I know.
Let's see.
a month.
The two.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Miss Caldwell, you're gonna be very upset when this replay comes in because we just heard your whole conversation with your man. I mean, and there's no way for me to take it out. I'm sorry. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Okay, yes. So back what I was saying. So again, SEO versus AEO. She's not pushing out content that has hashtag with the so even this, right? Her business name is Dreamy Ventures. We have Dreamy here, we have Dreamy, we have Dream, 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 we have Dream. There is no online presence here, right, Amy? Hopefully Amy is still here. There is okay, perfect. There is no online presence. So this is one of the key things when I talk about online presence as to why, and I'm not saying the dealership, because it doesn't sound like the dealership ran your application anyways, right? But this, and I keep, on average, right? This will be what they're looking at. But in your case, it still don't sound like they was running your application. But for you, here's what you need to do in order to make this profile actually look ready for this process. Excuse me, y'all.
So quick note, the Dream Venture.
Okay, quick note you were saying.
Yeah, the Dream Ventures is not me. It's actually somebody else. So mine is actually Dream Me Ventures. And for my Instagram, I could not put just Dreamy Ventures, so I had to add the LLC. I don't know why Yelp's not showing up. I don't know why my Google Maps is not showing up. I don't know why none of that is showing up.
Yeah, it's not showing up because you don't have SEO pushed out. So I caught that, right? So yes, that's why I said these first two is yours because you can tell the difference. So because you have an LLC, so the Dreamy Ventures and then the Dreamy Ventures here on Instagram, that's yours. Everything else on here doesn't belong to you. So we don't have any online presence. We don't even have, so even your business on the right side of Google, it doesn't talk about services, none of that. So how do we know? Yes, you're on the right side of Google, but how do we know that you actually have a legit business if you're not telling us in the description what services you provide?
Okay.
Right? Reviews. You have no reviews. This is something that I told you guys to do. Go drop your, or I guess you guys is on here right now. Just go leave her a review on her page. If you want to, if you guys want to do her a solid, thank you. We help each other out because we'll help you guys out as well too. Right? But these are all things, Amy, that is causing one of your problems. You got to get SEO, you got to get AEO. You don't
so
have
SEO, AEO, something in the 7-figure. You go over that there.
So let me finish. I was getting there to tell you what to do.
Okay.
Right. So with your SEO and your AEO to be pushed out. So inside of your description on here, right, you got to pick a side. We either going to build Dreamy Ventures or we're going to build Dreamy Ventures LLC. You have to pick a side in order for this to work. So either build it with the LLC or build it without the LLC. I will recommend doing it without the LLC because you already have the right side of Google here. You need to go inside of the description and you want to create SEO and AEO friendly. So what you want to do is you want to say at Dreamy Venture. Remember to always put your business name in there. We do blah, 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 whatever. That's your SEO for description here, right? On the right side now, or that's the left side. On the left side now, what we need to do here is that we need to, do you have all of the social media platform? Because it doesn't come up.
I have Facebook. I can't put it as a name yet because I don't have enough likes. And I have Instagram. I have LinkedIn. And that's what I have.
What do you mean you can't put it yet because you don't have enough likes?
Like a business page. You know how you get a vanity name? It won't change to Dreamy Ventures yet. It's just like whatever link it is.
No.
It's linked there in my, I don't know where the page went, but it's linked underneath there on the right side.
Yeah. So which means that you have that set up properly. So I see what you're, excuse me, you don't have that set up properly. Let me click on this really quick. Okay, not the computer playing the fool now. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to close some of these tabs, y'all. Okay.
That is the correct one, but like I don't have enough followers. It won't let me change the like the link name, I guess, or the vanity name. That's what they call it.
You can't change the description?
I can change the description, yeah, but not then the actual name.
Okay, so all the description.
Where it's like Facebook / whatever, Dreamy Ventures.
Yeah.
It won't do that.
Yeah, so right now we're focusing on SEO and AEO. So all your description needs to be at Dreamy Venture. We help because adding that little those words in there of your actual business, despite it being here, yes, right? But you need to add it inside of every one of your description. Then when it comes to social media, hashtag should always be hashtag Dreamy Ventures. If you're going to do LLCs or without the LLC, pick a side and then find 3 other hashtags that relates to your industry as well. You need all of the social media platforms because right now you're not coming up under LLC or without LLC. You come up 2 places.
Yeah, I have them. I don't know why they're not.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not coming up on the Google part though.
Because you haven't built it out with the SEO and AEO. So that's what I'm basically telling you to do right now.
So just put it, all of them have to have that in the description. The hashtag Dreamy Ventures or Dreamy Ventures helps you XYZ, whatever it is.
So not the hashtags in the description. Description just should have the business name included in it. But whenever you're posting, you should like how you have this post right now. You should have hashtag Dreamy Ventures and then have 3 other related topics to your industry.
Okay.
That's going to pull you over to Google.
Okay.
Okay. You are up next anyway. So
as far as like Yelp, do I do the same thing there? And like MapQuest and
correct.
Okay.
All of those things. It's like little simple things. So it's not a lot that you have to do anyways, right? It's just little things. Just add those hashtags, add the AEOs, the social media side of things. You got to have all of those platforms. And like I said, pick a side because now you're kind of coming up confusing. And then on top of that, the other business name that is similar to yours, just without the Y, they have enough online presence where they're knocking you out of the water, right? So let's actually look at, let's go back to, and maybe see if you come up on the 2nd or the 3rd page. Yeah, there you go. One time here.
Mm-hmm.
So this, I would not have named this business. I mean, we're already here, but I would not have named this business this. They're knocking you out of the water completely.
I did it in 2023, so I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah. But the good thing about it is that
I guess, but I don't know.
No, but the good thing about it is that you have that why. So you just have to fight for your spot now because they're knocking you out just with Dreamy. Just with Dream.
Yeah.
So SEO, AEO, content-wise, hashtag, add the business name, all of that's going to put you on the map. The right side of Google, make sure the description has your business name inside of it. All of that is eventually going to start to push you on this map because right now they're kind of pushing you out because they're doing a fantastic job with their marketing. Like they take up a lot of pages.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So do you think that was my issue? It's not actually an issue with my other stuff. My profile.
This is not you, is it? Yes, it is. It is you.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So you see what page is this? You page 6, you come up here.
Too far for them. They're not going to look that far right now. So yeah.
So you come up in little pockets, but we gotta get you to that first page because right now you come up twice. So it's kind of like confusing if it's you or if it's not you. And look, you just said that your Facebook. Oh, that's not even you. Somebody's using.
Nope.
Boy, let's see. Let me go back to that.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, work on your SEO and AEO, and this is going to pull you over to the forefront. But in your case, you got a lot of work to do. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be simple, but this business is coming up too much. This dream, this dream venture, they're coming up too much.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So you recommend keeping the name though?
If you're willing to do the work, for sure.
Okay.
But
Thank
remember, in order for you to get, you're welcome. In order for you to get business vehicles, this is what they look for. And right now, your profile is not strong enough. Your online presence is not strong enough.
That's the problem. I thought it was on my end because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So next time I'm checking, should I look like in an incognito window or something?
You can do that or log out of your Gmail.
Okay.
And then like refresh everything, and then you can look.
Then it'll do what it's supposed to do.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions here, Amy?
No, that's all.
Wonderful. Tiara. In the group, inside of the group. Tiara?
Yes, finally.
Finally, I'm up.
You feeling all right today?
Don't waste your time now with your finally.
All right. So I'm ready.
Let's do it.
So last week, no, not last week, week before last, we were talking about my business profile, and you were going to allow me to share my screen with Dun & Bradstreet and NAS.
Okay, what's your question? Because remember, that was like 2 weeks ago. So ask me a question first so I can catch up.
I'm trying to get a business vehicle, but I know you discussed it already, but I keep getting denied because they're not submitting my application. And it's the issue with I have my tier 1 reporting, but it's not reporting like I thought it was going to report. My payday score is still 0. It's about to be 2 months this month, maybe like a week, and then everything will be reporting again for the second month. And so I'm just not understanding, like I'm doing the steps, but it just seems like my profile is not where it needs to be.
Yeah, can you share your screen with me?
Okay, you have to, it says only the host can share. You have to do something.
Okay, let's try it now. And you're on a phone, which is going to make this difficult, or iPad. Can you get on you got to get on a computer, Tiara. Can you come back?
It's not going to let me. I tried to open it on the computer, and it's not.
Your system preferences, yeah.
You can't see it from the app.
No, it's just how to maneuver it from the phone is very different than the computer. Can you go to nav.com for me?
Okay.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'll just wait.
Can you see?
Okay, slide down for me, please. Okay. Connect your Experian.
Yeah, I tried. It's not finding my business.
Okay, just say this is not my business. Okay, so here's the thing, Tiara, that already tells me what I need to know, right? So you said that you already building our business credit. This is your second month.
Yes.
But it's not pulling your Experian. There's a problem with your profile.
I did change my name.
Okay, all right, that makes sense to a certain extent, but let's keep going. Okay, you change your name. Is that the name that's inside of your NAV account currently?
No. This is my business name. That's in.
Okay, so let's stay there, and I want to break this down with you step by step. All right.
Okay.
First thing, Secretary of State and IRS. What's on the Secretary of State and IRS?
It's my updated name, Tierra Ray LLC.
So is it this name that we're looking at?
Yes.
Okay. Is this the current address that's with the IRS and the Secretary of State?
Yes.
Okay. When
it
did
has a suite on it. It has a suite 300.
Okay. When did you change this?
Last month.
Okay. Were you building business credit, or you build business credit afterwards?
I built business credit afterwards.
Okay. Okay. So do you know what date you got back the information from the Secretary of State and the IRS?
1 second.
The businesses, yeah, just DM me. You may be going inside of my junk, so just send me over an email if you want to buy an H corporation. Send me over an email, orders@hersecretworld.net.
So I got this back March 13th.
Okay, March 13th. So it's not even April 13th yet, Tierra.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just looking at a timing problem. It hasn't even been a month yet. Okay, so if you got that back March 13th, when did you start building business credit? Or when did you add your trade line?
Let's see. Let me go check my notes.
Okay. When did you get the LLC?
I got the LLC.
I'm sorry, the EIN change over the same time?
No, I got the EIN changed. I got the confirmation. So I get the confirmation. March 16th.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So did you start building business credit after you got the confirmation EIN?
No.
Okay.
I started before.
That's one of your problems, right? You remember I told you guys we have to change Secretary of State and IRS, because IRS is going to be the biggest one. So you started building business credit a little bit prematurely, meaning that you should have started maybe on the 16th or the day after, because if the system still recognizes your old business with the old, well, I guess it's the same EIN, but it's a different business name. Now it's confusing the system. So you don't have a problem just yet. You just have timing at the moment. So your current vendors that you're building out is under the new business address, the new business, correct?
Yes. And I say I have the date. I started on March 9th with the trade lines.
No,
well,
but that's not what I told you to do, Tierra.
No, you said start building business credit under the new LLC name.
Correct. Once we get Secretary of State and IRS updated.
Yes. So actually, no, I think I did that because I couldn't do anything because my EIN, my EIN wasn't updated yet.
Right. So if you started building business credit on the 9th, your secretary didn't come in until the 13th, your EIN didn't come in until the 16th. So you should have, if you were building on the 9th, you should have been building under the old company, which obviously I wouldn't have recommended because we was doing a name change anyways.
Right.
But we should have started this build out after the 16th.
I think I created the profiles on the 9th because this is the only day I have here. But I know that I was on a standstill because I couldn't do anything because I was waiting on the IRS.
Okay, wonderful. So as long as we didn't pay for anything until after the 16th, absolutely. Because if not, now you just confuse the system itself, right? Because you're giving it one information, but the Secretary of State and the IRS has something completely different. So right now you just have a timing issue because if we're looking at the 16th, today's only the 9th. It hasn't even been a month yet. It's been 3 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll say give it until mid-April. Well, no, because we're already in April. I guess it also depends on when you paid for the vendors. That's what I would need to know as well, too. Is there a way for you to tell me when you started paying for them?
Let me see.
Yeah, maybe go inside of NAV. It should be able to tell you when you started paying.
I only have one reporting and that's NAV.
Yeah. NAV is the one that reports the fastest.
Okay. So, let me go back.
Sure.
I'm not seeing a date. Hold on.
Yeah, it'll be one of two things. It's either right now you confuse the system by building too early, or it hasn't gotten to the point of even reporting just yet. So it's just timing, because it's only been, if the 16, I don't even think it's been 3 weeks yet, or approximately 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Because my
give it
experience is popping up. It's just not the Equifax or.
exactly. Because
Okay.
Equifax information is probably not updated yet. This is why we build out the business credit, to force push it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But this, so you starting to build the business credit, it's just a timing issue you're having right now. So like I said, it can be two things that's happening right now. And I don't know, you will have to determine this for yourself. But if you started building business credit before we change Secretary of State and IRS, you're confusing the system. If you build it afterwards, it's just more about timing, because you need to give it another week or two before we actually start seeing some motion here.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I believe that I started later because I know I was on a standstill at a point because I was waiting on the IRS to update the EIN. So I think I just created the profiles, but I didn't pay for anything until after the fact.
Okay. So if you didn't pay for anything until after the fact, then that's fine. So it's just all about timing now. So it's not a system being confused, it's just about timing. It's only been 3 weeks. So give it another week or two and then you should be good to go.
Okay. And can you Google my business to see if it pops up?
You can Google it. I'm looking at it. Oh, but it probably will pop up from your.
Right. You was talking about my system.
Yeah, drop me the name in the chat. Any other additional questions here?
No.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Mr. Moore, where you been? Who's that? April. April. I don't. One second, Albert. Sorry. April. I don't see anything inside of here. So make sure you create a username and password, okay? Because I don't see anything inside of here unless somebody let you in already. So just double check that for me. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm at work. Sorry, you all that noise in the background.
No, you're fine.
So I got a couple of questions about this C-Corp.
Okay.
So we doing the EIN, right? And it says state/territory where the corporation is located. Now we did it in Delaware, and then the other one say state territory where articles of incorporation are or will be held. Do we put Delaware for both?
Yes.
Okay. And then the last question that I have for you is, what are the exact changes I need to make immediately after acquiring an age corporation? And what is the ideal time frame to complete those updates without losing credibility or approval potential?
Okay, re-ask that question, please. What is what?
What are the exact changes I need to make immediately after acquiring an age corporation?
So you shouldn't be making any changes. If you buy an age corporation, it should be ready to go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And what was the second part?
It said, what is the ideal time frame to complete those updates without losing credibility or approval potential?
If you're buying an age corporation, we shouldn't be making any changes. It should be ready to go. The only thing you have to do is pull the EIN on that and then start building out business credit and getting funding.
Okay, thanks.
Did you do a name change?
No.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Okay, come on in, Miss Doctor. Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of questions. Are there any paid tier 2 accounts instead of doing, you know how you do paid tier 1? Are there any paid tier 2 accounts to like speed up the process?
There is, not to speed up the process, but that defeats the whole purpose of tier 2, right? Now we got to start building real credit. And that's what tier 2 comes in, because now they're giving us credit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I also checked and I saw that because I wanted to see if they actually submitted the applications for the cars. I see that there were 11 inquiries. So the next step would be that if I receive something in the mail, then I know that they actually did submit the application, and then it would be more of a, no, not necessarily.
No. So your inquiries, because based on what we're doing right now, your inquiries 10 out of 10 probably has nothing to do with the dealership, right? You can actually go inside of your nav account and see if you have any notification. That's a little hack for you, my girl. See if you have any notifications, right? Because that's where you're going to see that from. But the biggest thing here is actually getting something in the mail. And let's say you went to, I don't know, let's just say 10 dealership, but you got one letter, we know we have a problem.
Got it. Okay. And then with the H Corporation, you said that you don't change anything. I thought that you're supposed to update the name.
Why would you want to do that?
Because it might be that you want, maybe the name that they have is high risk.
Then you don't buy a high risk name. It defeats the whole purpose. An age corporation is a business that's already ready. It's aged out, it's ready, it's good to go. When you make changes on an age corporation, now you dealing with Dun & Bradstreet now saying that you're now taking over the business in 2025 versus you buying versus the business being around for 2020, let's just say 2020. Their system sees things like that.
Oh, okay.
So now your profile says business was established, yes, in 2020, but the business started in 2025. So now you're looking at a 1-year company versus a 4-year company or a 5-year company or whatever.
Okay, but you do have to change the owner name, right? Is that the only thing you're changing?
Yes, but that information is inside of your black book where your corporate veil protection. That's where you update that information, right? So you'll have like Laughlin or whoever update the ownership to if it's you or whoever.
Okay, but publicly facing, in terms of Secretary of State, it's going to have the other person's name?
Well, this is why we buy Delaware and Wyoming. You don't even see whose name is public.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't buy age corporations in like Atlanta or Florida. No, we buy them in Delaware or Wyoming. It's not public information. And the information that you change back there is changing just like how we talked about your business shouldn't be member managed, it should be manager managed. You change the managers, that's internal.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's something important, y'all, when it comes to them age corporations. Do not go to buy one to change the name. Remember, we're buying in Delaware or Wyoming. Anonymous states that we're buying them in. What shows up on the public is the managers of the company versus changing the CEO or buying the company, right? Now it looks fake. Wyoming and Delaware shows us manager managed, not member managed. We want to make sure we're doing C-Corps is manager managed, not member managed. Because now all we have to do is change the managers in this public information. Anybody can manage. I can bring you on as a manager. I can put myself as a manager. I can put my daughter as a manager.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That's
and
how
then
you properly buy.
Okay, so what about, okay, so let's say I find an age corporation, I purchase it, but I want to also have like showing that the website is aged. Is that typically offered with the Like, how does that work?
Yeah, if done right, correct. Or what you can do is go to public auctions like GoDaddy and all these other places and see if the domain is doormat. So if you can buy because you can buy age domains. So how you buy a company makes a difference. It's not just going to get an age corporation. This is what people don't tell us. Because we have to have a domain, because we can go inside of GoDaddy right now. We can go to who is, and we can see who purchased that domain, when they purchased a domain. So now you have an age corporation that's 5 years old, but your domain said that you got it yesterday. Doesn't make sense.
So, oh wow, okay. And so when you purchase the age domain, you just purchase the privacy so it doesn't show your name?
Say it one more time.
Do you just purchase privacy so that it doesn't show the name of the owner?
For the age domain?
For the age domain, because when you go on who is, it says who purchased it.
Right, but we're more looking of the age of the domain. We don't care about who purchased it. An age domain is not about me purchasing the domain. It's about how long the domain has been around for.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you just, so you buy a 5-year-old age business, you find a domain. Doesn't matter what the name of the domain is, because... Of course
it matters. It has to match the business. This is why you buy them together, right? If you're buying an age domain, you have to do it the right way. The people who are selling these things are not selling it right. When they create the C-Corps, they should have the domains for them as well too. So it's easy to transfer. Instead of GoDaddy, I can go into my account right now and transfer a domain to you.
Okay.
If you're buying one without the domain for it, go into those platforms and see if you get the name first, right? Meaning that, so see if it's an auction. If it's an auction, then you can buy it probably for like $50 or whatever. Now it's aged because it's aged out, right? Because it's in auction, meaning that it's been around from like since 2020.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, y'all got to be careful buying these age domain. People tell y'all to buy age domain, but they don't even explain to y'all how this works, right? Oh, no. Okay. One thing died. Sorry, y'all. 1 second here. 1 second. Yeah. So, again, so understanding what you guys are buying, this is why it's important that we know what we're buying, who we're buying it from. We're not just going to buy an age domain and then people sell us BS because we don't know what we're looking for. Okay. Queen.
Hi. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Amazing.
So I've been taking in the classes so far, and I think the main thing that I will need with you is like a 90 minutes just to run over everything to make sure that is okay. But apart from that, I think I'm on the right track. I've been trying to do the no down payment, no PG for the vehicle, and yes, it's giving me problems, but I guess I'm gonna figure it out as we go along.
According to what we be saying home, what giving you problems, girl? I hear that accent come out all straight out.
I know, Trudy.
Only Trinidadian people talk like that. It's giving me problems.
Yeah. I mean, I reach out to them. Most of them want me to come in. And of course, I'm trying to deny that as possible.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that they don't do no down payment, no PG, which I know they're talking crap, you know. So, yeah.
So let me ask y'all a question, right? All jokes aside, how can anybody know if something doesn't work unless they try it?
Yeah.
Because that means that everybody in our community is capping. We got over 600 plus vehicles. Is Kimberly, are you in here? Kimberly just locked down 6 vehicles on her own. Miss Jackson's still going. Now she got 17, no PG, no money down.
Right.
I think one of the classes that I really need to teach is about gauging the conversations. Because I think what's happening is like a lot of people don't know how to gauge the conversation. Like when the dealership said, come in. Like I think did I do a live on that? Maybe not. Like exactly how I talk to them. Like y'all not gonna waste my time. Here's what I want you to do is either you can do it or not. Okay, moving on to the next. The same way that they make it seem like, well, you guys are wasting our time. You're wasting my time too. My time is very precious. I'm not coming in. I'm not interested in coming. That's literally what I said to them. I'm not interested in coming in.
Same thing I told them.
Yeah, I'm not interested in coming in. Then they'll be like, well, why are you not interested in coming in? I'm busy. Here's my information, submit an application. Anytime they start to get too mouthy, send me to your finance manager.
Right. And then when I tell them that, then all of a sudden they can help.
Right.
But then it boils back down to we will need you to come in to fill out the application.
Now they got their feelings hurt. So now they want you to come in. And then, so again, you have to know how to gauge that conversation. Because when they're saying, well, you have to come down to fill out the paper application, email it to me. What I'm coming in for.
Same thing I tell them.
Email it to me. What I'm coming in for. Email me the application. The same thing I can do through email is the same thing I can do walking into your dealership. I haven't given you guys this play just yet, so don't take this at face value, right? Just sometimes listen. No, y'all can take it at face value. I literally had one dealership that I was working with, and he was just getting on my nerves. So asking him to submit the application, and he's saying, well, I know for a fact X, Y, and Z. I said, you do understand that it's illegal for you to give me the information that you're giving me, and I can literally report you to the FTC. Or, I can report you to the Attorney General. He was like, well, let me get my finance man. The finance manager was like, yeah, so whole different conversations. I don't got what I'm sitting on this phone playing games with y'all for. Tell me. They send me the application. Did I get approved? Of course. And then I called him back and I said, remember when you told me? I said, yes, now I'm gonna come in. And if it's out of state, send me the application. Like again, knowing how to gauge a conversation. Cause they're like, well, we don't work with some of them be like, well, we don't work with out of states.
Because we need Philadelphia.
We need a wet signature, right? You need a wet signature. Overnight it to me. I said, I've had companies overnight me the application. And they're like, okay, well, let me talk to whoever. Talk to the right people. Stop talking to me. I'm gonna gauge this conversation. You're not going to gauge this conversation. Right? Going back, I told y'all certain states I want y'all to stay out of. Stay out of Philadelphia.
Okay.
Stay out of New York. Stay out of New Jersey. Stay out of Atlanta. Stay out of Vegas. Stay out of Florida. Stay out of California. Do not go into any of these states when it comes to getting business vehicles. Unless you live in Florida, only is the only state. If you live there, it's okay to do it. All these 7 states, stay out of those states. When you're looking for vehicles, look for vehicles outside of these states. Their pricing is too high. Their requirements have changed. Stay out of those states. Again, unless you live in Florida where you can actually go into Florida, because Florida is a good place to get vehicles. But if you're outside of Florida, you have to actually go to Florida to get the vehicle. I'm not doing that.
Wow.
A lot has changed. Any additional questions here?
Yes. Could you check to see if my business on the right side of Google is Queen Caps Machine Plugs LLC.
Okay, y'all. So I only promised one person this right side of Google, and she been waiting on me forever. Drop me the name in the chat for me. Why I can't DM you directly? Okay, well, whatever.
What part of Trinidad you from?
Claxton Bay.
Okay, I'm from San Fernando.
Yeah, well, most of my family's in San Fernando, so my mom's.
But
still
you know,
there.
listen, you look just like my cousin, you know, but they're from Moruga, Princess Tongue side.
My mother has family there.
Yeah, my mother lived there. Her mother was Noreen Thomas. I don't know if you related to Thomas.
Oh my gosh, my cousin.
Cousin, you look just like my cousin.
Yeah,
I have a cousin looks just like you from up Moruga side. And every time I watch her and I see her, I say I must just randomly send you her photo to see if you know her.
Yep, and their last name is Thomas. Alan Thomas, Marjorie Thomas.
Yeah, well then, yeah, you related to them. They're my mother.
Wow, that is crazy work.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the family.
Yes, but when I see her looking like my family then. Look at
that. That is crazy. Such a small world.
Huh?
I say such a small world.
Yeah.
Look,
but right there from Moruga, Princess Town there.
Yep, that's where my mother has family there too. Look, I'm finna call my mother on FaceTime to see if she know who them people is. She probably sleep. Yeah, she probably
I put it in the chat. What's your mom's name?
Patricia.
I'll ask you huh?
Patricia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Patricia Thomas.
No, she's Laurie, but her sister is Thomas. So Deborah Thomas, and then her whole line of family is Thomas.
Yeah, well, you have to really related to my mother.
Almost positive.
Yeah, because she mother's a Thomas. She just carried her father last name Aki.
Yeah.
But her mother's a Thomas.
That is crazy work.
Are you related to the Aki too?
Yes, that is crazy work.
What the hell is this?
Don't be putting my business out in the streets, no.
My mother's father name is Alston. Alston Aki. They're from Princess Town.
Yeah.
Bonnie 10 too.
Yo, that is so funny.
I don't say I'm watching and I say we have to be related.
Yep. That is too funny. Yeah. Wow.
Wow, look at that.
We gotta catch up.
But maybe one of them.
We gotta catch up for sure. That is crazy.
Yeah. Well, definitely, because I told mommy I just watch you and thing, and you know how and I said this woman looking just like my cousin Aliyah.
Yep. Are they twins?
No.
Okay, yeah, we have Aliyah that's twins too.
Aliyah's mother name is Annie Thomas. That's my mother's sister. A slim, dark skin woman with about 8 children.
We might be related for real.
Yeah.
That is crazy work.
Annie Thomas, she have about 8 or 9 children, a slim, dark woman.
Yeah, sounds about right. Big family. My mother got 7 girls. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The family is always big.
Because my mother have 6 children, 5 girls and 1 boy.
Wow, that's crazy. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. We are a big family.
Wow. That's crazy. Well, we got to catch up. Any other questions for me?
No, besides that, I'm just trying to get this vending machine up and running for the longest while. Mm-hmm. But it's just capital that I don't have. But I'm trying to build as we go along, so yeah.
Yeah, we gotta generate income, guys. You gotta generate income. What income generating activities are we doing today? Like, did we do anything today? So like, we gotta understand how to generate income. That's important. If you don't have it, we got to generate it. And in 2026, y'all should at least be making at least minimum $20,000 a month. Minimum. Not somebody saying family affair. That is too funny. That is too funny. Okay. Well, perfect. If you have any other questions, just let me know, okay?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Jessica. Jessica. Jessica, we can't hear you. Yeah, you're definitely off mute. Don't know what's happening. Is it most of the time it's like your speaker. Your speaker is like built into your computer, your system preferences may not be set up properly. Possibly. I guess you can try to ask your questions in the chat. Just oh, there we go. Whoa, what was that?
Daughter.
Jessica, can you hear me?
Sorry. I can hear you.
Yes, Jessica.
Man, look, I'm off mute.
There we go. I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, good. Thanks. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
Look, hold on. I kind of broke a sweat. Hold on. Wait a minute. This happened to me last time. I was trying to ask my question. So I have it together now. Thanks. Okay. So I started my LLC a couple years ago.
Okay.
And what I want to do with it is short-term rentals, Airbnb.
Wonderful.
So I haven't gotten it off the ground yet, but I do have it structured. So like I have my, I have everything structured. I do have to do some adjustments because learning from you, I need to take my suite number off of everything.
Only if it's flagging you.
Okay, well I don't know if it's flagged or not yet.
Okay.
So I should just continue with it on, and then if I reach a problem, then I know it's the suite number and take it off?
Absolutely not. We need to check it first before we continue with it.
Okay.
So you can go to USPS to check. You can also try listing on the right side of Google and see deny it. So multiple different ways for you to check that.
Okay. Now, I did see that I watched your video, and I did check it through the USPS, and it did say no to like if it's a mailbox.
Perfect.
But I didn't put the suite number on there. So should I try it with the suite number?
Whatever's on your Secretary of State and IRS, that's what we're checking first.
Okay. And then I don't have any issues with things that I need to correct with the structures, such as that suite number, just in case. But I am interested now in incorporating my name.
Okay.
And so am I able to do that at the same time? Like it'll just be two separate things going on all at once?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you incorporate your name, is that when I should be doing that through the Delaware or Wyoming to do that? Because I'm not in those states at all. Okay.
You went out, Jessica? 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 There we go.
Can you hear me now?
I can. Jessica, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So that's the question. Would I be able to use my same current business address for the new LLC? Or do I have to get a whole new business address?
If it's in the same state, yes. If it's not, then no.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for now.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jessica.
Yeah, I thank you as well.
You're welcome. Let's see. Miss Doctor?
Okay, so I wrote down all the states you said to stay away from. I wasn't aware because some of those states I've been applying in.
Okay.
I've been applying in New York for real. Because I thought it was, just because I've been applying in other states and they're like, oh, if we ship it, it has to be sent to the business address, which is in Florida, and you'd have to schedule your own shipping. And it was just
But who
chaotic.
said that? Like, why? That don't even make any sense.
I know it doesn't, but this is what they were telling me. It's a whole bunch of foolishness. But when I got the vehicle the first time, when I was living in Florida, it was easy because I was there.
Right.
So my question is, for the vehicle, so I'm gonna lower my bar a little bit and then try to apply for some vehicles that are a little bit less expensive than the Corvette, right? But I'm also wondering, does this still exist? I remember before there was like certain vehicles to like strive for. Is that still the case, or should I stick to that still, or can I just kind of get whatever?
Yes, but you can get whatever, right? Like we were doing that strategically because we were teaching on a specific class, but you can do whatever.
Okay. All right. So I'm not limited by the make and model.
No, I would just limit you guys by the states because I know how much more difficult it is for those states. Plus, it's overpriced.
Right. And now how you said for Michigan, with the Corvettes, is there any other model that is a state specific ideal?
Like how Michigan it is for the Corvettes?
Yeah.
I would say if you're in, okay, so Michigan for sure, Corvettes. Dallas more of like the Jeep Wranglers. You guys can get that in that state. But other than that, not really, no.
Oh, okay. So it's wide open.
Wide open.
Okay. And if I wanted to venture out and do like kind of what some people in the group did, which is like get like a cargo van or something, nothing distinctive, that it's the same process, right?
Same process. Yep.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime. Miss Jackson or Mr. Jackson.
Hey, Coach.
Hi.
Okay, so I know so business address, right? Register agent. I know you say leave the suite out the right side of Google. So when I go and sign up for SAM.gov, am I leaving that suite out as well? Like just take it out completely?
If it's flagging
use it across the board for everything?
Correct. If it's flagging you, yes.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's see. Any other questions here, guys?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so this is Monique again with the home-based childcare. So when it comes to doing the next code, because I'm kind of switching things up and having a headquarters, do I do it as management?
Say it again.
Do I use the next code as management, being that the childcare is high risk?
Yes.
Beautiful. And then the next thing is that, is it okay to use Google Workspace for a business address versus GoDaddy? Because I believe they give you like, your name and whatnot at .com or whatever you want it to be for the page.
Yeah, you definitely still have to buy it too. I mean, to each his own. To each his own. I wouldn't do it, but to each his own. That's a preference thing.
Okay, great. I'm gonna stick with the GoDaddy. I just was wondering because it was a little cheaper. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, if it works for you, because remember, it's not just GoDaddy. You got places like Namecheap, right? You can get a domain on there for $2, $5.
Okay.
You got.
But not the domain, the actual business email.
Yeah, business emails, $1.99, right? So it's different platforms. You got. Besides GoDaddy, you got Namecheap, you got Wix, you got domain, is it domain finders or domain something of that nature. But you can just go to Google cheap business emails for my domain.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for sharing.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Any other questions? Okay, so Tiara, you're not coming up on the right side, Tiara. Outside of that, like your name is very unique, so obviously you will pop up in certain places. Let's see. Tiara, if all of these are yours, then this is obviously good. You do have a couple of pockets that you want to fill here. As far as, let's see. You got to get on the right side. Let's remove your LLC and see. Yeah, see, so you guys got to pick a side, guys, because now she's coming up without the LLC. You got to pick a side. I would say because you have, yeah, you're building both ways, Tiara. You still come up a lot more because of the uniqueness of your name and nobody else is using it. I think I need to do a SEO class. I did one, but it wasn't like for stuff like this because it's just simple mistakes that you guys are making. Tiara. Still not coming up on the right side here. Your profile is not Tiara, just a little bit of work. Work on your SEO and your AEO. Also, you got to get yourself on the right side. It's partially pushed out. That's why it's coming up like this. Because if you go backwards here and you see this here, it's because your name is being used both in LLC and without the LLC. So, yeah, we got to work on this. I think I'm gonna just do a full SEO class to actually get you guys to push this stuff out properly. Just little mistakes. Okay, there was somebody else who was supposed to drop their name. Okay, I don't see it, so. Definitely trying to make that 20K this summer. Y'all, that's easy, like system, structure, understanding what you're selling, who you're talking to. It's easy. I got to get with somebody that can help y'all. It does not have to be me. Find somebody who you like, trust, and you believe in their system that it works, and get to work.
Excuse, is it my company name you're looking for to check on Google? This is Queen Kibbs Machine Plugs, LLC.
Yeah, that's what I'm on right now. I believe so.
Coach, I just have a quick question.
Sure.
Like my tax clients, like for new clients, because I don't have a website or anything as of yet. Do you recommend that I go ahead and like create like a job form or something just to capture people who are interested and to like get everything? Because I haven't looked at the videos and things like that. And I know I had asked you earlier which video you think I should start with to get ready for our consultation, because I'm definitely going to book that consultation. But I just want to make sure that I organize the questions right so that way we can use the time effectively.
Yeah. So you don't need to watch any videos if you're going to work with me one-on-one. We'll go through all of that during your call.
Okay. All right. Okay. That makes sense.
Perfect. I do not like this.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Miss Doctor, are you on here? I need to just start calling her by her first name, but I just like Doctor, so I just like using Doctor.
I'm here.
Okay, do me a favor. Can you talk to the people on here right now about your experience being in the one-on-one mentorship based off of some of the stuff that I'm looking at right now, right? So as far as how you came in and where you're at right now, if you don't mind.
Sure. So I'm going to preface it with, I was a part of the vehicle challenge years ago, and I was able to get a vehicle. So my confidence level was already high in terms of expectations. So, but what happened is when you're in the mentorship, what it does is it grounds you, because you may think that you have a certain direction that you want to go in, but once Patrice starts off that initial meeting and asks you so many questions, you start to question if what you thought you were doing is really what's best suited for you. And so it helps to clarify your audience, your offer. Like, it really helps to clarify everything so that you can move forward for the remaining weeks on a goal. And then what I appreciate is the directions are very specific. So sometimes I have been in mentorship programs where they say it's a mentorship, but they speak to you in such a broad way that you don't feel like it's personalized to you. And the wonderful thing about this mentorship is all of the questions that I have, the same way she's answering all the questions right now, I don't leave until all those questions are answered. Like, I feel like I'm being heard, and that my specific questions and goals and next steps are very much guided. So I would caution anybody who does a mentorship that the person does not provide them with literally handholding. Like, that is what a mentorship should be. It should be the guidance that you need that directs your path so that you remove any confusion, you have complete clarity, you have direction, you have accountability, you have check-in, you have the ability to have your specific questions answered. And to be very honest, I'm coming towards the last couple of weeks of my mentorship, and I'm ready to do another one. I'm ready to sign up for another one, because I just love the individualized attention. And it is because this community is great too, and I feel like there's a benefit in being involved. And you just have to be very open to receiving direction. If you're the type of person that's going to challenge everything, then it may be that you need to kind of lower your guard and allow the person who has the experience to actually direct you and guide you. Because sometimes when you get into situations where people might ask you questions, some people take it personally, and it's not something that you take personally. She really is aiming to provide you to be successful, because your success also is a reflection of her success. You being an example of somebody that she can also say went through her program and was successful and continues to be successful is a plus for both people, you know, not just for you, but also for her. So it's in her best interest, it's in your best interest to follow the directions that you're given and not provide pushback. Because there were times where she told me things and I was like, I don't know. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? Why did I ask for help if I'm not going to listen to the guidance? Like, it doesn't make sense. So you have to really be open to listening and implementing. And again, she holds you accountable. So it's like, okay, did you do what I asked you to do? What did you do? What didn't you do? What did you get stuck on? Why didn't you do it? You know, I didn't tell you to do that. Why did you do that? You know, it's very specific, and it's very important that you follow the instructions. If you need help and you want to have that one-on-one handhold and you want to have clarity, in your direction, in your business, in your goals, then the mentorship is really well worth what she's giving it for. And to be honest, I value that. I mean, consultations are great, but I value the mentorship more than any consultation, because I think a consultation is just maybe an abbreviated mentorship, but not really. So I think it's worth the investment.
Yeah.
And if you really are serious about taking your business to the next level, you have to have some type of investment. You have to put the time in, and you have to provide, you have to do what she's telling you to do for you to see the results that you know that she can give you. And if you are not sure about the results, you could just ask the people in the group who've had mentorship from her or who've purchased the vehicles, because I know I'm not the only one in the group that purchased a vehicle. It works. Like, the fact that I'm having issues now is not because of the process. It's because I didn't do everything I was supposed to do. You know, I kind of cut corners. Things have changed, but I kind of cut corners on certain things. I try to find slick ways to not have to do every single step, and it didn't work out for me. So, you know, I'm going back to basics, and I'm like, let me follow exactly what she's saying, because there's a reason why there's so many of us who've had success, and it's because we followed what she said.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's my experience. I've had a great experience. I will always big it up, because to me, it's not hype. It's like it's what you are looking for, you will get. You just have to do what she's telling you to do. It's that simple.
Yeah.
It's not hard at all.
Yeah, very true. And thank you so much for sharing. I didn't expect you to, like, I'm sitting here, I'm just getting like, thank you so much, because that's literally what I want people to get out of my mentorship, is exactly what you were saying. So I'm glad that you were actually getting that from my mentorship. So it's like, you know, feels good sometimes to know that I'm doing the right thing for you guys. So thank you so much for sharing that. I do want to ask you one last question though. Like, what do you feel like your biggest realization on your business was when you came into the mentorship?
Well, my biggest realization was that I was scattered. I didn't realize how scattered I was. I was all over the place. And I think a lot of us, because we may be looking for what we're going to excel in, sometimes we might hop from one thing to the next, or you think you could do multiple things at once. And it's not saying that eventually you can't get there, but you really have to have clarity. And I didn't have clarity. I thought I did. And the other thing that really I noticed is, and this is huge for me, systems. Like, I did not have a system in place. I'm still putting my system in place. And I didn't realize it, because when you don't know what to do next, you're just going with the flow, you know, and you don't realize that you're making it more difficult for yourself, because all the things that you should have implemented up front, you working twice as hard, it's taking twice as long to get to the same place, that if you had just had the systems in place from the beginning, your trajectory would have been so much straighter. Instead, I'm twisting, I'm turning, I got to go back and change this. I didn't name that right. I didn't know I should change this URL. I didn't know that my corporation should be here. It was just like a whole bunch of wasted time, because I didn't realize that how important I know systems are important, but I didn't know that my systems were broken until I started being asked questions that challenged my systems. And now that I'm getting asked those questions, when I actually like, oh no, when I click here, and then I'm like, oh, it doesn't go there. Oh, it does it. So I'm not answering that. Oh, I didn't know that. Like, there's so many things. And then you start to like condense all the things that you might be wasting your money on. You might be having all these different platforms because you're getting messaging from all these different people. You buying this, you buying that. I was buying everything. I have a membership in almost everything. And when I really think about it, I'm like, I don't need none of that.
Yep.
You know, I'm just wasting money, because I'm just going for what this person said and that person said. And everything is conflicting, because I'm listening to too many people. Mm-hmm. So I need to just pick a person, you know, in this case, it was Patrice, pick a person that I'm going to follow, that I know I've already had success from, and just set up my systems the way she's telling me, test them to make sure that they operate correctly, implement what she's telling me to do, follow the steps, and then check in with her weekly and say, okay, I did what you told me to do. I did this, and then what, you know, this, and this, what do I do next? So it's just, you know, the systems was huge for me.
Yeah, and thank you so much for sharing, right? Set it up one time and let it do the work for you, right? So systems was a realization for me. I don't know, a lot of you guys are familiar. Like, I've always had systems, right? But I had to tighten up my system when I got stuck in Jamaica for 2 weeks. Now, being stuck in Jamaica for, it was like 2 to 3 weeks, actually. I think it was like 3 weeks with Hurricane Melissa, right? I was out there. And it was a big realization for me that, yes, my systems are still running. Yes, I'm running a business, right? And I think I was one of the only people that was there that wasn't depending on a 9 to 5 check. So, people started running out of money, it's like, but even not having the internet, I still had systems where it was still doing its own thing. But systems is very important because you got to remember, things happen in life, things just happen in general. It can be with you, it can be with your family, it can be with somebody that take you out of that headspace, but you have systems in place that's going to keep the money coming in regardless of whatever you go through. So yeah, that was a big one. Again, thank you for sharing that, because systems is what's going to change the game, y'all, for everybody. So thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate you very much. And to her point, it does not have to be me, guys. I'm not telling you guys to go with me. It can find somebody who you vibe with, that, they can provide you with the results. Obviously, do your research and things like that, and find y'all somebody who can take y'all to the next level. We can't do it on our own. I literally have 2 to 3 coaches, like 2 to 3 coaches, because I'm still young, yes, but I'm planning retirement in the next 5 years. Like, it must be done. Find somebody that can get you to that next level. Okay. Queen, I do not like the way your business look, period. Okay. Online. You have a vending machine business.
Yes, I do have a vending machine.
Yeah, this whole business structure needs to be, we got to go back to the drawing board on this.
Okay.
Down to the business name, down to the business online presence. You got links on here that don't even work. The website is just not, like, we got to get that website to be a little bit more upscale, make it look better. You really don't have much online presence besides obviously the corporations coming up online. But this would be a restructure that I would do with you, because this is just not, based on what the industry is looking for, this is just not a good look right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, any additional questions here, guys?
I just want to say too, just to piggyback off of what she was saying, just as far as mentorship.
Yeah.
Like, I had read your book. I had got your book like a year ago. I've been following you for a very, very long time, honestly. And like I said, I never was scared to invest in mentorship. I did invest into a mentorship for like $5,000, and I wouldn't say it was a scam or nothing. It was definitely not a scam, because I wasn't at the time. First of all, I wasn't clear exactly what I was getting. You know what I mean? And it kind of really, really like hurt me, because like it really like stole me away from mentorship in the first place.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother rabbit hole. But
yeah, but here's the thing. I'm gonna pause you for a second. But that was big. Most people don't admit that they're the ones that was the problem, right? So you were going through somebody else's mentorship, but you weren't ready for what they had in store for you. So, but I think once you start getting into that mindset where it's like, we're not blaming everybody else, we start taking accountability and really putting the systems in place, it works. But go ahead. I just want to point that out. So that was big.
It was like $5,000 I invested in myself, but at the time I was scattered. I had so much stuff going on. I wasn't really ready to go to the next level. Like, I thought I was ready to go to the next level. Yeah. And that person did try to help me, but I just wasn't ready. But what I realized, the reason why I resonate with you so much, because I'm a mama one like you. I have a daughter just like my daughter is 10. And like I said, I really I've been in a system of just like isolation. Because like I said, 2 years ago and 3 years ago, I used to really, really be, into my entrepreneur way. I end up going back to a 9 to 5. That's a whole nother ball game. Yeah. But I just want to say, like, I really resonated with you. And I had I remember when you was in Jamaica, and I had sent you a message, and I was like, oh my God. And I remember that you was in Jamaica. And I really resonated with you because I asked ChatGPT, that's like my best friend right now, because like I really don't have a community to be asking questions, so I just go there and ask questions.
Yeah.
And it was like, find someone who's just like you, who you want to be in the next 10 years, the next 5 years. And it's definitely you. So that's why I was like, when I had seen you, and I'm like, I'm not gonna wait on this anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and get at it. And the same day that I got added today, you went live. So I was like, and then the other day I had read your book. I don't know if you remember on live. You never really go live like that.
Yeah.
I had read your book. It's my second time reading your book. I read it from front to back. As soon as I got done reading your book, you came live. I was like, oh my God. It gave me so much chills. I was like, I have to get into her mentorship no matter what. So I'm just happy that I'm in alignment, and I know I'm in the right place.
Yeah. And welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard. Like, your vibe attracts your tribe. And then, like, to your point, like, because I heard a couple of you guys say the same thing, right? I've been following you for a while. Again, that kind of goes back to marketing. Not all customers are going to be ready right now, right? There's some of you guys in here that's been following me for 5+ years, but now you're now coming in because it's something that caught your attention now. Because back then it might not have been for you. So it's not always about, well, every follower that I have must do this. No, keep providing information, keep showing up. And then eventually when those people are ready, they're going to start showing up for themselves. So just keep that in mind, especially when you guys are dealing. And I'm kind of going into a different thing because I'm always big on trying to help people, like with marketing and stuff like that. But just keep stuff like that in mind when it comes to clients. It's not always about the right now. People are telling me that they found me 5 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe not 10 years ago, that's too far back, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, right? And people are now coming in because they're ready. So you continue showing up for yourself, and then eventually the people are going to show up for themselves as well too. That's the biggest thing. Keep showing up for yourself. No matter what you do, no matter your situation, you might be having a tough time today, keep showing up for yourself. Because to her point, she has a child. That child's depending on her. We don't have time to break down, right? We do that for 5 minutes and then we get back to work. We all have those moments, but you got to keep showing up for yourself because nobody else going to show up for you but you. All right. Any additional questions here?
I just wanted to add to Coach, because one of the things that stood out to me initially was, you know, when I got the recording, because I wasn't in the live vehicle challenge, I got the recording, but it was like maybe 2 months after you had the live class. And one of the things that I appreciate as I watched over time is really your reverence and respect for highlighting Miss Jackson. Because I remember watching Miss Jackson grow her fleet, and like the celebration that you would give her and the acknowledgement in the community, like, okay, Miss Jackson, you know, just got her 5th car. She's got her 6th car. She's got her 7th car. And it's like, it reinforces, because I don't know anybody that I have seen online who is that authentic with the people that are in their community. Wow. Like, you're in that community, but you really don't have a connection to the person who runs the community.
Yeah.
So you can't, like, that person is not really in the community. They might have people that work for them that answer questions or respond, but they're not really in the community. And I remember, like, you being in that community, answering questions, having like lives in the community, like when you will go on live and be like, hey, I'm going to hop into the community and answer questions. People were calling you from the dealership. Like, I remember all of those things. And even now watching Miss Jackson continue, and you even telling Miss Jackson, like, you need to be doing this, and Miss Jackson having her class, and you celebrating other people, like, not because they were you just celebrating their success, like genuinely being happy for somebody else's success, and everything is not about a dollar. You know what I mean? Like a lot of communities, you find leaders in those communities and you know that they are pimping you for every, I'm sorry to say that word, but they are just kind of juicing you for every dollar. Like every time you turn around, it's like, it's $1 for this, it's $1 for that, it's $1 for this. And it's real superficial. It's the same thing that they would give somebody who's not in their community. But with you, it's like you take care of the members of your community and you really care about their success and you're cheerleading them on and you want to be able to highlight them. And me finding out later on that some of the people that I was watching like on the sidelines, I wasn't following them personally, but I was following them on social media. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this person got their information from Patrice. Oh, they were in the class with her. Oh, that's her, that's their mentor too, you know, and them, you know, I don't see that they built a similar community. So why would I want to do business with somebody like that when I could go to the source? I could go to somebody who is celebrating, you know, these other people in their community as they are being successful. And I just really appreciated the way that you constantly talk about Miss Jackson and you big her up and other people in the community too, because Miss Jackson is, yes, one of the most prolific in the community, but there's a lot of people that are making a lot of moves and a lot of people in the community. I remember being in there and then people like, oh yeah, 6 months ago, I forgot to tell you I got 5 vehicles. And it's like, what, where you been? You know, because they weren't even coming in updating everything. But then it's like all of a sudden you see people that's been in the community and you see when they came in the community and the questions that they were asking, and then you see them a couple of months later, like, oh, I got 7 vehicles. It's like, what? You know? So it's not only seeing the success that could be had, but the fact that you celebrate everybody else's success.
Yeah, and I do that strategically, right? And then to your point, exactly what you're saying, right? I don't want to be like anybody else. I want to be like myself. Like even like my coaches, they're like, you just give too much, you give too much. That's just who I am as an individual, person, just in general. I don't want to be like anybody else. I want to be, at the end of the day, I want to leave my mark on the world and people know me for who I am as a genuine person. And I always show up for people. Let me tell you guys why. Because at times when I needed people to show up for me, nobody has showed up for me. So I decided to make it part of my mission with you guys, is that showing up for you guys when you guys need me. Right now, I can't do everything for free, obviously, right? Because I'm still running a business, right? But this is where this community came in. Versus having these kind of calls with you guys where I'm charging $5.97 per call or whatever, I decided to design a community where my tribe, the people who are supposed to be here, is supposed to be here, right? But design this type of mentorship to continue nurturing the ones who need that support. And then obviously the ones who want to take it a little bit further to do things like that. But I don't want to be like anybody else. I want to be like myself. I want to know at the end of the day, my legacy was that this is who she was as a person. Like, it's 100% genuine. Like, if it was not y'all will hear my name out in the industry. I've told you guys before, and I'm very open. I've only had 2 people come through my community the last 6 years that ever had a problem with me. 2 people. One, I still don't even understand why. And then the second one just jumped to conclusion and she tricked herself out of her spot. Right? 2 people that I'm familiar with. Because I'm the same way, this way, when you guys see me in person, I'm the same way. For those of you who have come to my events, I'm the same way. I'm not walking around with security. I'm not like, oh my gosh, no, stop. I'm not doing that. Like, that's just not who I am as an individual. Now, I'm not telling y'all eventually I might get to that status right now. But it's just who I am. We're going to come, we're going to get the work, and we're going to do what we got to do. We're going to get the money. We're going to build the businesses. We're going to learn, right? Because learning is earning. We're just going to do what we got to do. So thank you so much for sharing that. I want to thank everyone who shared tonight. I just joined. Hey, thank you. Okay. Any additional questions here, guys? So next week, we're going to get back into the vehicles. I know we were supposed to do that today, but I think because we took that time off, I just wanted to kind of do Q&A with you guys. But we'll get back into vehicles on a much deeper level with maybe some more dealership stuff, how to gauge these conversations. Because that's important. We got to understand how to gauge these conversations. Y'all, success loves speed. Do not give up on yourself. Stop second guessing yourself. If you got to take that step to go to the next level in your business, you got to take that step. Success loves speed. Some of y'all, to your point, y'all been watching me for so long, right? Success loves speed. It's time to actually move or get left behind. It's like AI is doing it on a different level for us now. And I'll be dang if any of y'all in here get left behind. Like, that defeats the whole purpose. Some of y'all may not be ready to move forward with me right now on a deeper level, but just stay plugged in, stay connected. The mentorship link is in my bio. You can also comment the word mentorship, or you can just go to my bio. Okay, any additional questions here, guys? Because I'm only dealing with you guys. Everybody else should have been here. Oh, thank you. Absolutely.
No other questions, but now that I know that my profile need to fix, I need to work on that ASAP.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. I'll do one of those too inside of the group, like a full profile / SEO breakdown for you guys as well too. Hey, Key Point. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. Okay. All right, 7-Figure Framework members, I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys so much. I look forward to working with some of you guys on a different level. You're welcome, Amy.
Hi, Coach.
Yeah. Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I really thought today was Tuesday. So that's why I came so late to your class. I was
It's
like,
okay.
what? I thought tomorrow is Wednesday. I was like, oh, I have some questions for Coach. I did not know the class was going on.
But
But
it's okay. I've done it too. Like, I've had one student, she's in here right now. I was like, today's Friday. Dang it. Okay. Yeah.
oh my God. Anyway, it's all good. I wanted to say that good news. I got my paydesk score.
Ooh.
I got my A finally.
Love it.
But I wanted to ask you about Experian.
Mhm.
And this is I sent them an email to dispute@experian.com.
Mhm.
That was in February. It's been 45 days
Okay.
now. They are not responding to me. I know that I don't have a paid membership, but I also went to Smart Credit something. There's a place where you can update. You know that there's a place you provided that to us back in February.
Yep.
Anyway, I did all that. They haven't changed it. Are they trying to get me to pay that $199 in order to do this, or is there another way around this?
So tell me what's happening. What are you
So my
trying to do?
Experian right now is $39, and my Equifax is $450, and my DMB is $80, and all those are reporting. But because Experian has my old address, they are. Pretty much, I just want to update the address. So that trade line is, that's what's going on. It has 39.
Okay, so you're reaching out to them to update your address.
I'm reaching out to them, update the address. They're not responding. And I don't know if it's because I haven't paid. It keeps trying to have me pay for the membership. And I'm like, I don't want to pay the $199. So I don't know what else to do at this point, or if you have people that have the free Experian and they're able to, or is this like everybody has a paid Experian membership?
So question for you, how do you know it's not updated?
Oh, because when I go to NAV, when I go to so NAV, I think it's NAV and Fair Figure.
It's NAV.
I'm able to see.
That's the answer I was looking for.
That was where I was able to see the 39.
Okay.
And that's how I knew. And then I was like, what is going on? So I asked AI. AI said it's because my Texas comptroller, there's a Texas comptroller website. It had that address there, but I've updated that address right now. I updated it. Everything is changed. When you go on there, you see the new address there, because they are saying that the source is coming from I don't know. But anyway, that is it. But I just wanted to ask you about this paid membership. Is there a way I can get around this?
No.
Or
so there's no way you can get around paying for it, but I specifically asked you that question for a reason. I knew you was going to say NAV. Remember, NAV is like Credit Karma. It's a third-party bureau. You don't know if your actual Experian is reflecting that, a NAV haven't updated that on their end yet. So the way that you would do this is, as you're building out your business credit, make sure that you are using the proper name and the proper address, right? Because that's what's going to report to the bureaus, and it will eventually update itself if it's not already updated, right? Because it's been about 45 days. But you won't know that until you actually get inside of, actually, you know what you can do? Go to Experian and do a business search. Search your business name, put in the current address, and see if that's what's coming up. If that's what's coming up, it's updated. But guys, remember, NAV is a third party. It's like Credit Karma in the personal credit world. That's what NAV is for us. The difference here is that we can report it as a trade line, but it's a third party. Sometimes we got to hit the bureaus directly to see if they have the information updated.
Yes. So with Experian, I did go on Experian and I typed that address like you just asked.
Business name and address?
The new address.
And
just
what
to
came
see
up?
if it's coming up. No, it's just coming up with that same old address.
The same old address. Okay, so it hasn't been.
Yeah, because that's the same old address
yet.
has it has the wrong NIAS code. You know, all those things that were just like so bad. So when I updated everything, got like the updated NIAS code, changed the, I just did a lot of things. DMB and Equifax updated it. Boom, the numbers changed. Yeah. So Experian is like my pushback right now, and I'm like,
it's
like,
not a
what is
pushback.
going
It's not
on?
a pushback. It's just timing. So here's a couple of few things that you want to do here, right? For one, we want to build business credit using the new address with the new name. If you made a name change there, right? Everything should be matching straight across the board. From there, what you want to do as well too, you want to make sure inside of your NAV account reflects the current address and the current business name as well too. And then once you start to build out the business credit inside of there, that's going to eventually change itself. But you can email Experian also, which email are you using? Are you using the dispute.experian email?
Yeah, dispute.experian.com.
Yeah, they'll get back to you.
Yeah, I'm doing everything you said. I did. I even sent him another email in March just to make sure that there's a timeline. Like, okay, what's going on? But every time I just keep seeing this membership, it keeps taking me to the old address and saying, we see trade lines. You know how you search on Experian and you see your business and then you click it and then it tries to get you to get the advantage, whatever membership. And I'm just like, I really don't want to pay this $199 to do this. Like,
yeah, you don't have to. You can add some Experian trade lines as well, which will also help you.
And nobody picks up the call. You know, there's another thing. The Experian business line, is there a line there's nobody. Like, I've tried calling. Nobody picks up that call. What is going on? Is that what?
They don't want to talk to us.
They don't want to. They're just very, it's very interesting. It's like, okay, I cannot get anybody and what's going on. I can't even speak to anybody. It takes you back to the self, it makes you do it yourself and all that. So
just add some Experian trade lines. That's going to help you also. Like Grow a G, like some of the ones that I gave you guys. Actually, did I do that already? I think we did. I'm going to double check. But inside of the group, I'm going to drop some specific Experian trade lines, Equifax trade lines, but add some of those as well too with the proper business name, and that's going to help you.
So I have 6 reporting right now. So Grow a G is part of it because you gave us Grow a G. You told us already.
Yes, Grow a G.
Yeah, Grow a G. So I'm just gonna wait it out for now. But I didn't know if you've had that type of situation before, where I don't know if there's a split file somewhere or something, but I just didn't know if you've seen situations like that where there's just a delay until you get that membership. Because
I just told you exactly what to do.
You said what?
I just told you exactly what to do. So just add some Experian trade lines, and that will help you move faster. Yeah, that will definitely help.
Okay, just add more of that. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. At least 1 or 2 on there that's specifically reporting to those bureaus.
Okay. I see what you mean. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime. All right, guys. Any last questions for me here? Happy feet. Cut it out.
Coach, good night.
Good night. Are you gonna bed or you had a question?
No, I just wanted to say good night. I had a long day today, so I'm gonna get off the call, but I wanted to say good night.
Okay. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you. All right, guys. Perfect. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What's a good bank to go with? I mean, lots of good banks. Credit unions are obviously really, really good. Try to do some local credit unions. Navy Federal, we're familiar with. PNC, Wells Fargo. We should have a couple of bank accounts when we have a business. Okay. All right. Perfect. Today wasn't that bad, y'all. Just 3 hours. We usually be here much longer. Okay. It wasn't that bad. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. So next week we'll jump back into business vehicles. I do really look forward to working with you guys one-on-ones, the one who are planning on working with me one-on-one, because we gotta take things to the next level now, guys. We really gotta take things to the next level. Okay. All right, perfect. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Guys, have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. We'll jump back into business vehicles. We'll do dealing with the dealership, how to really gauge those conversations. So actually what I want you guys to do is reach out to the dealerships and then come back and tell me what they're telling you so I can show you guys how to gauge those conversations with them. Okay? We should definitely have at least 1 or 2 people getting approved before we meet again. Just stay consistent, fix the things that your business needs to be fixed in order for us to really get to the next level with this stuff. But definitely reach out to them so we can, so you guys can come back and tell me exactly the conversations that you're having with them. And that way I'll show you guys how to gauge those conversations so they're not the ones gauging the conversation. I need to gauge this conversation. You're not going to tell me what to do. I tell you what I want you to do. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. 7-figure framework. I'll see you guys next week. Appreciate you guys. Have a blessed rest of your night. And we'll talk soon. Every Wednesday, guys. Every Wednesday, we live at 4 p.m. PST time. Every Wednesday. Okay? All right, guys. Perfect. Good night. This video will be saved in the 7-figure framework, not Champ. Champ, what's wrong, Champ? You don't want to go? This video will be saved inside of the 7-figure framework, so you guys can come back and watch this video. He said no. Well, we got to go, Champ. If you don't want to get, you don't want to go, you might not want to go home, Champ, but you got to get out of here, Champ. All right, y'all. Perfect. Good night. I'll see you guys next week. Okay? Do some work, y'all. As a reminder, Bosses Build Business Credit. I'll talk to you guys soon. The video will be saved. I think I said that already, but the video will be saved inside of the group. Okay, guys? Perfect. Good night. Good night. Good night. Okay, let's see. Instagram and YouTube, y'all still here with me. Hopefully you guys got some valuable information on both of these platforms. Appreciate you guys very much. Key Point, what's up? Hope you guys got some valuable information. We are live every single Wednesday, guys, inside of the 7-figure framework. So if you guys have not gotten the 7-figure framework, get in the 7-figure framework. That's where we'll be doing questions, updates, information, funding, growing, scaling, all of the good stuff. Okay? Okay? All right, YouTube, appreciate you guys for being here with me. Instagram, it's been real. As a reminder, Bosses Build Business Credit. YouTube, I'll probably save this Q&A for y'all. Well, I mean, I just save it because it's just, I think it's valuable content that people can use. So I'll save it for you guys on here too, okay? Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.